Eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Amen. We are the church, that church that was in the wilderness before the angel of Yah. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Who is she that looketh forth as the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and terrible as an army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts to see the fruits of the valley, and to see whether the vine flourished and the pomegranates budded. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold a cry. Return, return, O Shulamite, return, return, that we may look upon thee. What will he see in the Shulamite? As it were the company of 2 armies. His bride was prepared before him in glory. The people that stood with him was his church, the body of the Hamashach. They are Christ, his people, Israel. Our villages were pillaged, our women ravaged, our children were sold for wine. It was he that would come for us. Nation was against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka.
Haya Hawa Hafapalau, the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us. The selection of songs you're about to hear are sung in the ancient tongue of Hebrew, Lashawan Kodash, which means the holy tongue. For our forefathers told us in their writings the things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. Kwam lama al yasha Allah, which means to rise, O Israel, and prepare to hear the words of the Most High sung in the ancient tongue of Hebrew. For this is the tongue of the children of Israel. When you search throughout the scriptures, all the original texts were written in the language of Hebrew and describe our forefathers and the children of Israel. As it says in the Songs of Solomon, Ani Shakur, I am black. As it also says in the book of Revelations, as it describes our Lord and Savior, who is called Jesus Christ, but whose Hebrew name is Yahweh because he is deliverer, to help us in these last days to return back to who we are, the children of Israel. So as you prepare your spirit to partake of the holy tongue of our forefathers, open your heart, your mind, and your soul, and receive these words in the ancient tongue of our forefathers, the tongue, Lashawan Kodash, the holy tongue in the language of Hebrew. Shema, which means to listen. Shalom.
Shemayim Kodash Shemka Yahweh Malakot Nawa Taba'a Ratisai Nawa Haya Asha Ratiza Kowod Haya Bashemayim Betham Nawa Betham Kal Yawom Wasalak Nawa Kawawaf Nawa Cassad nawa, kawawakin nawa, wala atabayin nawa, panasaya wamabog, hawashayin nawa, mayan, kayan nawa, amalakwa, waha'ala, waha'payapayarap, waha'gulamyan, Shemayan Kodashaya Shinkaya Hawa Malakwa Nawa Taba'a Ratisina Wahaya Ashaya Shawa Hayaya Shemayan Nawa Kaya Wong Wasalak Nawa Kawawa Nawa Kasalak Nawa Kawawa Nawa Wala Tabayu Nawa Banasaya Wabog Hawashaya Nawa Maya Rakaya Nawa
Father, we thank you, we praise you, and we magnify you this day. We thank you for your word, we thank you for your spirit, and we thank you for your power, your grace, and your mercy. We ask that you continue to forgive us, Salakia, and Salak. Have mercy upon us, Barakatha, and bless thy people, Israel. We thank you. So while we were live today, I got a call, and from hold on, let me take care of this. Let me get that down from there. Let me see here what I'm doing. Hide the panel, yes. There we go. Now, let me get me off. Well, I can leave me up here for a while, just in case, for a while, until I can get the link in. Let me establish the link so Cassad can hit the link. I got a call from Cassad simply saying that he's tired of King J. He's tired of his mouth. And that he want to detonate it right now. He gonna end it with this blow. Is that all right? Yeah. That's according to Cassad. He's done with it. Yeah. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Thank you for the vote of confidence. But the real winner is going to be Yahushua. In the name of Yahweh. That's the real winner. That man might magnify the Lord. That's all I want. Is for Israel come to the self-knowledge of who you are, the understanding of who you are, and to submit to the real authority, the Most High, Allah Yah Awana, the Most High. Like I said, Allah Yah Awana, the Most High power. Okay? So the link is in the chat. Cassad, Cassad, you can hit it. Come on up in here and explain to the people what's going on. Okay? Explain to the people what's going on. Let me put up my disclaimer. And real quick, let me add King J. He's up here before. Hold on, King J. Just sit there for a minute. Wait. Okay, here comes Cassad. I'm gonna bring Cassad up first so he can establish what this is. And then after he established what's going on, I'm going to bring you up. Okay? So as I was saying, heck, I don't even know what I was saying. You know, watch Morpheus. He's a slick guy, man. He's slick. You know, just like this evening, what did he do? He first said, this guy, apostle, says he got a Bible written in Paleo-Hebrew. There is no Bible written in Paleo-Hebrew. Is that not what he said? But then when I show the Bible, he flips from there is no Bible to, oh no, man, see he said original. But this comes from look, I thought you said there was no Bible. That was your point. You want me to play it? Do I have to play it? You ain't slick, Morpheus. You did the same thing with Isaiah 40, where it talks about a prophet that went before crying in the wilderness. You said there is no prophet. Isaiah didn't say that. You said Isaiah never said it. But as soon as I showed in Isaiah 40, chapter, what's that? 1 verse 3. As soon as I showed it, you said that is in Isaiah. You said, but it ain't a perfect quote. It doesn't have to be a perfect quote because it wasn't a quote. Quote unquote. A quote dictates quotation marks. So, in Matthew, there are no quotation marks. So it doesn't have to be an exact quote, just a mentioning. And if it says that the prophets wrote about it, or if it says that Malachi wrote about it, who is a prophet, or if it says that Isaiah wrote about it, or if it says, as is recorded in some scriptures, in the prophets, meaning Isaiah and Malachi. Isaiah and Malachi. Morpheus, the problem is your inability to be truthful. You lie in order to make your point. You start out saying something don't exist, and as soon as it's shown to exist, you have changed the argument by moving the goalposts, by changing it. And that's what you did today. That's exactly what you did. Well, you said it was original. No, I said I have a copy, and I made sure you understood, of the Old Testament, and I said that just been completed. It's not from ancient. It just been completed. But the original manuscript that Moses recorded Torah was not in the Masoretic text. It didn't exist. The Masoretic text was created by the Masoretics, between the 6th century and the 10th century. Between the 6th century and the 10th century. And it did not become popularized or formalized until the 1880s. Until the 1880s. All right, my man Cassad is here. What's the content? We at Cassad. Cam up for me.
He's pushing it out to the 70s.
My bad.
Yeah, cam up if you can. Just for a minute, for a while, y'all, until get everybody up in the house and get things going.
Give me 1 second, thing.
Okay.
You can let King J up too.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure of that. All right, King J, you should be up. And there he goes. All right. How's it going, King J?
All is well, Apostle. What's going on with you?
Nah, ain't much. Ain't much. I was wondering if you understood that. That's what Morpheus did today. Did you not hear Morpheus say at first that I did not have the Paleo Hebrew Bible?
He did say that, and then he pulled it up. He pulled it. You basically
And then he
said
changed it from that is not original, right? Or and that it came from the Masoretic. But the point is, the argument was I didn't have it.
Right.
Okay? So was he right or was he wrong?
But just the definite. I mean, I'm gonna stay out of it. I don't want to get too much. Cause is that part of y'all debate topic? Is that part of y'all debate topic in regards to this?
No, I'm just talking about. I'm talking about his mannerisms and in his behavior, and in question. He did it before. The same thing. The same thing with a voice crying in the wilderness. He said it was not in Isaiah. Isaiah didn't say it. Malachi said it.
I think he's trying to get see what you know and see what where you at with it before the debate. Don't give too much away with it.
No. This ain't got nothing to do with the debate. See, I'm promoting the debate. That's what this is called. I'm promoting the debate. Okay.
Have y'all had y'all face off yet?
Oh yeah, we had quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm promoting the debate. I'm just letting the public know what to watch out for. What type of mannerisms and behaviors. Not reading complete scriptures or reading scriptures and giving it a personal identity to itself. Saying it's saying something when it's not saying that. What he said is saying.
Adding the scripture, speculative.
Right. All that kind of stuff. See, I done wrote the book on Morpheus. Anytime a guy that is willing to lie academically on his credentials just to prove a point.
He'll tell a lie.
He'll tell a lie.
You're the reason I got this book.
I got that book.
I know, you're the reason I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. I got that book. Yeah.
You got a lot of books. I said you got a lot of books.
Oh, yeah. I got probably more Bibles than anybody. And I'll put that on the test. I probably got more versions of the quote unquote Holy Scriptures than anybody.
Okay.
Okay? From old text, the Gideon, the Catholic Bible, to the modern Bible, the Message Bible.
You don't mess with too much the Ethiopian, like the Keeper and the Gods.
You got the Ethiopian Bible.
Okay.
Yeah. I got that now. Yeah. I got the Dead Sea Scrolls. I got the Septuagint.
So
I got the green-headed child.
So what do you see with the Septuagint, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the Masoretic? Because you seem to prefer the Masoretic over the Dead Sea Scrolls.
No, I don't never prefer the Masoretic. I never studied the Masoretic. That's mainly what I say. I don't prefer it, and I've never studied it. I've studied Paleo-Hebrew. Okay? I studied that script, and I studied it for more than 3 years. That's the script. That's the script that I claim to be the writings of Moses. When I talk about the writings of Moses, I'm talking about the Paleo script.
Right. The Kativ Ivri.
Well, you call it Ivri because there's no V in the Paleo letter.
You prefer the Ibri, the B instead of the V?
That's still Greek. Ibri. Bro, you saying Ibri or Ivri, Abraham or Abraham?
How would you pronounce it without the V or the B?
What? I don't use that word. I don't use that. I use Abaya from the word Abba or Eber.
So you use the B instead of the V?
The B, yeah. The original letter.
The B, okay.
The V is an added on letter.
Yeah, that comes later.
Yeah, it's added on. The PH, the F,
yeah,
the
I don't have a problem with that.
Those letters were added by the Greeks originally because they couldn't pronounce our language because of the root being a non-verbal express thought. So
I can dig it. But the brother Cassad, you was on the panel with him the other day when he made his little call outs. I was on one of the call outs. I mean, so I responded to the chat. So we here with it today. We did have a debate. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind, if whatever, I don't know what the brother has, in store, but I wouldn't mind if we actually if played our debate and went over that, went over some points from the debate or whatever, points of contention that I may have with his scholarship or that, he may have with mine. But, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Okay, well, let me see what his contentions is, and let's get that declared because he's the one that contacted me, and he wanted you to be here, but I just want to find out what's going on first, and then if we get to that point and you want to share something from that debate, it would be rude for me not to allow you to do that.
Come on. Y'all can hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to start off by giving all praise to the Most High God. So I want to be very clear in understanding something, right? Of course, he has his own perspective of things. I have my own perspective of things. That's why I let him. That's why I say he can come up. I'm not gonna hold him back, and I let him talk first. So I'm gonna pretty much let him talk first, and throughout it, and I'm gonna respond. I'm basically talk second. So because I know me and Apostle are both Hebrews, I don't want him to feel like I got the upper hand on him. Nothing like that. So to give you guys an understanding, me and King J had a debate that he originally he challenged Apostle on a live stream about a topic that was, me and him had a conversation about. I got up and I said, you had this conversation and stuff with me, and you challenged Apostle, debate me on it. So me and him debate on it. I got the debate footage and stuff up here if you want to remind people of the title. It was, what is the meaning of El in the Bible? And is the biblical God Yahweh merged with the God Canaanite God El? Right. So we debate. Cool, whatever. outside of me saying I'm 2-0, or outside of me saying 2-0, I really haven't even mentioned King Apostle. Have you ever mentioned me until really now? Have you ever heard me mentioning I beat up King J?
No.
Exactly. Because I didn't never even really mention my debate with King J, because that was like really light work to me. You know, that was something slight, you know. But he decides to start bringing up when I'm battling other people on similar topics to it. Yeah, I beat Cassad, What? Like what debate did he go up? Like what debate did he show up to? Me and the brother have 2 sit down, probably 3 if I can remember. Maybe one got cut short, but for sure I remember 2 sit downs on a different platform. And the brother not only agreed with me, he still didn't get his point across. He still kept getting defeated by the same sources. All that stuff where you showed me him agreeing with me and all that's after the debate. Him not being able to read Hebrew and all that stuff is after the debate. So I do my stream because they steady always throwing shots, running their mouth. You know what? I'm sick. I'm sick of this. Let me smoke these dudes once and for all. And I ain't even smoke King J that bad. Trust me, I got more on it. I ain't even smoke him that bad because the pot didn't want me to put up the footage from other streams and stuff. Cool. But stop talking about me. Stop mentioning me. Stop talking about you once. Stop trying to debate and stuff after you already lost. That'd be the craziest thing. Asar did it. He didn't respond to nothing in the debate, but decides he wants to debate me on the topics after the fact. That makes no sense. That means you lost. You didn't get the job done the first time. So I made my end all be all, and he wants to spam the comments. So now I'm like, okay, I can address the comments. And I actually rock with King J a little bit. Like I got his actual phone number and stuff. So you want to spam the comments and you want to go post videos and I give you a fair stance right here in front of the people. State your whatever you want to state, how you feel you won, however you feel about my scholarship, and then I'm gonna keep on embarrassing you the same way I embarrassed before. Go ahead. So how you want to do it? You want to review the debate, stop and pause it? Do you want to just be able to talk? How you want to do it?
What I did was I went over the debate and I wrote down 3 points of contention that I had, and maybe we could go over them now. I'm ready to show something, share my screen. The 3 quick points would be the Mount, and I'll name them to you real quick. The Melchizedek point, the point that you love to talk about. The Mount Ebal curse tablet, I like to deal with that. And I would like to deal with the proto-Sinaitic 351A. Them was your 3 primary sources that you tried to bring. So they were all speculative.
Not my 3 primary sources, but okay.
If we could deal with those 3, or I like to address those 3, and then maybe you say you can embarrass me afterwards, that'd be fine.
We definitely can address those 3, but don't okay. You already starting to pin a false narrative. Those was my 3 primary. Don't lie. Anyway, yeah, you definitely can address those. How you want to address those? Do you want time limits? How you want to do it?
Can you give me? Because honestly, bro, these ain't quick topics, so we gonna need some time. I mean, but just give me like a quick, maybe give me 5 minutes to open. So I gotta read this. This is a nature source, so it's a. Do you take nature as a scientific source? As a good source?
You can go with it. You can present whatever you want. Okay. Do you?
This is a nature source, nature.com.
What do you mean by open? Because this is not another. I mean, this is.
It's not open. I just got these are my points of contention that I have with the scholarship you presented in the debate. So I don't know. If you,
go ahead. Sure. 5 minutes.
All right, for sure.
I'll time you.
So I'm showing my screen now. Hold on 1 second. Apostle.
I'm gonna press start whenever you tell me to start.
Here we go. All right, so this is nature.com. You can start it. Mount Ebal. So the thing with the source of the yes.
You might want to blow that up a bit.
Blow it up a little bit.
Yeah. I can't read it, but I got bad eyesight, so.
Is that better? I can't.
Yeah.
I want to blur it up the screen. Okay.
Yeah.
So the brother used. So mine, like the brother said, our debate topic was in regards to El and his origin. Was the assimilation of El into Yahweh, and things of that nature. So the brother the Mount Ebal curse as a primary source, establishing Hebrew writing, and trying to use this to establish an earlier date of Hebrew and Yahweh. So this is Scott Stripling. Mind you, Scott Stripling published this finding without being peer reviewed first. So he made the discovery. Him and I believe Gershon Galil made the discovery, and then published it before letting it get peer reviewed. So once it was peer reviewed, oh my God. So a refutation of the claims of Scott Stripling regarding epigraphic analysis of paleographic contents of the folded object discovered at Mount Ebal in 2019 during the wet shifting of dump piles from a previous archaeological excavation by Adams Ortel. This piece of lead is often referred to as the Mount Ebal curse tablet. An article regarding this find by Stripling, titled "You Are Cursed by the God Yahweh," an early Hebrew inscription from Mount Ebal, was published May 23rd, 2023 in the Heritage Sciences Journal. Scott Stripling and his archaeological team have been performing a process called wet shifting, which was previously used by Dr. Gabriel Barkay's team at a large scale at the Temple Mount Shifting Project in Jerusalem, and was adopted by Stripling and crew for working at Tel Shiloh and Mount Ebal, Israel. Basically, wet shifting is what says makes material from archaeological settings that has been previously dry shifted and cleans it with water. Ronnie Rach have noted the cost both in terms of time and finance of performing wet shifting, but they have also noted the benefits of the numerous small finds. His team at Shiloh have had, I got to read fast, I only got 5 minutes, so excuse me if I jump around. Curse tablet. Stripling suspected that the 40 pieces of lead was a de facto curse tablet, which suspicion is reasonable based on its appearance. See below. A de facto usually contains an appeal to a deity to curse someone who has been wrong, the person making the appeal. For example, to give some examples. This example is very typical of blah, blah. Let's see if I can actually, I'm going to show the primary here. Mind you, all that 5 minutes just. So they're critiquing basically his findings. It says, in order to be a curse tablet, the object would be expected to have writing related to cursing inside of it. Cassad claimed this was actually Hebrew writing. Though blank depictions exist as well as depictions with only scratches, however, they cannot probably be called tablets if they do not contain writing, because a tablet by definition is intended to receive writing. So the brother in our debate said that this was Hebrew writing. So I want the brother now to deal with how he was able to call this. Was it not speculative to call this writing when by definition they're calling them scratches? It says because Stripling was unable to open the folded lid object to see if it contained an inscription, it was decided to use X-ray tomography to attempt to see inside the tablet. Such technology has been implemented in the past with success for non-lead objects, with twice for lead objects. However, in this case, initial analysis showed no clear lines of text through a few letters, blah, blah, blah. Those suspected letters resemble the early alphabetic numbers corresponding to Aleph, Tav, He, Mem. Additionally, a second very small Tav may appear to the right of the Mem. However, the Aleph that initially seen is actually only a series of scratches. However, the Aleph that was initially seen is only a series of scratches. This is clearly shown by the fact that both horns of the proposed letter, which resembles an ox head, continue far past the ceiling. The ceiling is the equivalent of the line above a letter in a modern notebook paper. Typically, ancient letters remain below this line. Some letters would indeed extend above, but the horns of this proposed Aleph go far above, all the way to the edge of the head. In fact, about 4 different lines proceed from the head of this proposed ox head-shaped letter. Therefore, one of the most obvious letters is immediately rejected as merely imperfections in the lead. And they're showing it here. This is the actual primary. I'm gonna short the screen a little bit. This is the primary right here, the source that the brother is claiming is Hebrew writing.
Okay, I'm gonna freeze your time for a minute.
He's claiming this is an olive right here.
Actually, your 5 minutes is up because I got you at 3.
Okay.
And you were probably talking about 3 minutes before I started timing it.
I'm gonna need more than 5. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Can I get 10? Can I get 5 more?
No, hold on. I just want to ask a question about what you just showing.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get this out of here. I don't know what this is doing here. Put your screen back up.
It's still sharing. You just gotta show it.
Okay. Hold on. Let me move back down to it.
So I'm just trying to figure out how this brother is saying this is Hebrew.
Okay. Hold on. I can remove it.
Saying to scratch it.
I can add it. It wasn't sharing. I'm sharing it now. Let me see. I just
this is nature.com. Yeah.
What is that?
This is the primary.
Because see, the thing that gets me, if you seen a script.
But hold on. Also, Apostle, you cannot what's the call between me and him right now?
I'm not. This has nothing to do with y'all thing.
Okay.
This is just me speaking.
Okay.
About where I am as far as pronunciation. Because if you saw an ox head, when that ox head was printed, there was no such word of Aleph. When that ox head, when you seen the print that used the ox head, there was no Aleph word. That Aleph word came with the original writing that you showed in the Aleph, which shows like an X. Actually, it's a line with a line underneath and a line on the top going the other way. That's an Aleph. When the word Aleph started being used, that's the script that it was referring to. And it's the Masoretic script. Not the Masoretic script, but the Metris Lectionis. The Metris Lectionis. This is after the Aramaic. You know, are you aware of that, King J?
I believe they're dating this to 1200 BC, 800 B, 1800. Where is this your date? This is his source. I don't know. So
yeah,
Apostle, can you just let me present what and then you can comment afterwards?
Yeah, no problem. I like I say, this is.
I'm gonna come in.
Yeah, he can come in and add to that because.
You kind of throwing me off a little bit because hold on, Apostle. You don't gotta let the people know nothing because like they smart enough to distinguish, but they sell. I want this kind of be impartial. I know you're a Hebrew with like Cassad. I just wanted this to be like an impartial where I'm be able to present. He gonna present so you gotta say, and then you don't commentate on the side. Like we know whatever
right, I'm not commentating on
your unbiased. I just want you to stay unbiased. Because it's already seeming like you biased already because you cut me in the middle to commentate on my source.
No, you had took your source down.
Yeah, but Cassad is supposed to be Cassad to commentate on, not you.
Okay.
But no, I feel like you just detracted kind of. Can I get these? Can I get like it's a lot.
I mean, you were done, man.
I was.
You were done.
Hey, Apostle.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word.
I got Apostle.
I want to finish reading it.
Just from here on out, brother. If you cannot, I know you when you was talking about pronunciation. I understand, brother.
Right. That has nothing to do with your argument.
I understand. Look. I understand. but
Right.
for sake of the brother not
Agree.
some type of way, can you just not spectate on it?
Right. I won't.
Thank you.
That had nothing to do with your argument.
It didn't. It took away from Cassad's because my argument is that it's not an olive. So that would take away from Cassad. And Cassad's point is that this is an olive.
That's my point. That's my point. But like I say,
it's not an olive.
Let
me finish.
Okay, can we move forward?
I'm gonna go. You already stated what you stated.
Can we move forward, Apostle? Okay, you can't keep going back and forth with them. It's said you said you're not gonna do it further. Let's cut it.
It's on you, Cassad. Go ahead. Now, if you want to give it to him, you fine. But it's your response, man.
Yeah, Cassad. I'll give you the same. I'll give you the same 10 minutes too if you want. Just let me. I want to finish kind of reading the source. It's longer than I expected. I ain't gonna lie, brother.
Honestly, that sounds like a personal problem because you should have read it.
I'll finish reading on my next file. No problem.
Calm. Apostle, you on the Tommy Elder?
Yeah, hold on, sir. I'm trying to get something off.
Tommy.
I'm trying to get something off my page.
King J, you timing me?
I got you. Hold on. Let me get you right.
Yeah, whenever you start talking, your shit gonna end at like 53.
Start.
Hold on. Don't tell me start. I want you to share my screen. I just want y'all to be able. I just want y'all to get it up.
My screen. I got this news article and I jumped over here and I can't move it, man. It's blocking half of my screen. I don't know.
I just took mine down so you can.
Why I can't go back to where I was. What's going on and why this thing won't move. This widget thing, man. I didn't ask for it. Okay. All right, it's gone now. Share your screen. All righty.
All right. As I start talking, and I start talking, y'all can start the time. Okay? Give me 1 second. All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Look, so as I already told y'all, he's trying to debate me on something that he did not bring up in the debate. You know, when I brought this up, what he said? Absolutely nothing. You know, when I brought up what he want to also get into the Sinai inscription. You know, when I brought that up, you know what he said? I'm off the dome with it. But now you're trying to debate me on it. Now you want to talk about some. Oh, I got some sources. That's kind of foolishness. That's what the debate is for. The debate is for the time to bring the sources and refute arguments, not after the debate. I told y'all Ahch did the same exact thing. This is how you know they both lost. I bring up and refute your arguments in the debate, and all I do is show the clips. You mad because I put I grabbed the audio of y'all Ahch contradicting himself, cutting his own self. You mad because I grabbed the audio and I played you embarrassing yourself, agreeing with me after the debate? You mad? You mad because I grabbed the audio and embarrassed you? You can't read Hebrew, but yet you chose to have a conversation and a debate on what's the definition of El in the Hebrew Bible. Make it make sense. Now let's read. This is he must have quickly went and tried to do some research on the object because he didn't really research the arguments and stuff, and he didn't even finish reading their argument. Because he talked about it's supposed to be efficient that way. Really. Even only the scholar that said that, he said, man, I can't even explain what a fishing net will be doing over here inland. Right here, we see it right here. It says, of course, one has to ask how and why a fishing net sinker made of lead from Greece found its way to the inland mountain site of Mount Ebal, where almost no other important objects except a few Egyptian scarabs and 2 small Macedonian shards were found. This question remains to be answered. Even your own scholar, the one that even tried to posit this, can't even really truly establish his claim. But you still want to try to argue and debate me after. Now, I got a question now. Who name the scholars? Don't you keep talking about Strickland? Name the rest of the scholars that came together and put the with the research of the Mount Ebal curse tablet. And you lying. He didn't publish the article before it got peer review. You don't even know what you're talking about. He made a statement on the artifact before he went and got peer reviewed. That was the problem. Know what you're talking about before you hit. This is what I mean. You don't even really know what he's talking about when it comes to these artifacts. So, hey, who did the X-ray scans? I'll wait. Don't go look it up. Who did the X-ray scans? I'll wait. Now let's keep reading. It says, while the Mount Ebal tablet does bear some similarity to fishing net weight sinkers from Crete, those are much cruder, thicker, and heavier than the Mount Ebal tablet, and they contain grooves that a rope from the fishing net and press in the lead, which the Mount Ebal tablet does not. But you want to sit here and try to debate me on the Mount Ebal tablet. You said it was a fishing net. Did you not say that? You don't even know your whole actual arguments. How much time I got left, bro? How much time I got left, Apostle?
About a minute and a half.
Okay, con. Here, I want to get, because the one that said it was just markings. Explain why it's just actually, random scratching.
Actually, you got about 30 seconds because it's almost 54.
No, Jake, stop. Don't interrupt. Let me pause. Don't do that, Jake.
You started at 48.
He's only getting 5 minutes.
He started at 48.
3 minutes and 46 seconds. I said then he had a minute and a half.
You started his time at 50. I started his time at 48.
When did y'all start my time? Did you start my time when I started speaking, or you just started the time whenever?
I started your time when you said start your time, Jay. I said it's 48. I said you be over at 53.
Jay, don't do that again.
We're keeping each other's time.
Listen, I got the time. You started talking
about 30 more seconds
before I had a chance to pull it out on your time. I know you got at least about 7 to 8 minutes, just based on what I timed you in. When he asked about his time, when Cassad asked about his time, he had 3 minutes and 29 seconds in. Like I said, he had a minute and a half left.
Hey, I don't know what's going on with the time.
Hold
on. I don't know what's going on with the time. So to be fair, King J, you said I got 30 seconds, bro. I'm gonna take the 30 seconds. All right. I'm not trying to cheat you. I'm not.
You can have some grace with it, brother, because I ain't tripping on the time. I just want to. I started your shit at 48, so that's one.
I ain't gonna cheat you. So
yeah, well,
30 seconds.
Right now, the only time that matters really is my time. This first round, you got to say it's a bit lenient, because by the time I got my phone time right, Jay had been talking 3 or 4 minutes.
All right, I don't know. I'm just gonna finish with this.
Yeah, go ahead and do what you gotta do. You got a minute with this statement. 29 seconds.
I'm gonna finish with this statement, and then I'm gonna relinquish the floor. Right. So as I finish off with reading off in this response to these articles that he trying to go to, like he didn't even finish reading, it's ridiculous. It says Peter Van der Veen has noted that one of the Sanchez scholars involved with the topographic scams is an epigrapher. Although her specialty is Roman period, she instantly recognized 3 letters, which
1 minute,
which the other epigraphers interpreted for her. And then he talking about, like, do he actually know who did these scans? These people that did these scans, I'll give you the name of the actual clan, the actual people, and I'll be done. The people that actually did these scans while he talking was the Laboratory of X-ray Tomography in Prague. These people ain't finna risk their science, their degrees, and their to make up a fake. And they seeing fake drawings and stuff. Like, stop playing. Like, go ahead, man. Didn't even read your stuff, man. It's ridiculous.
All right. Time. All right, now let's do this, y'all. Y'all decide on how much time y'all want a piece. We're gonna start off fresh. Each of y'all had a chance to go. Let me know how much time y'all got. Work it out, and that's the time I'll keep.
Cassad, we did our first rounds with 5, so can we just want to do this 10? Because we gonna need more time, brother. That was a rush 5 for me. Can I get 10?
I get, man. We can do 7, man. 10.
Let's do
10,
7.
That's
Let's do 7.
Hold on, bro. Because this what. You know what? This is why this isn't a debate. This isn't another debate. Like, you trying to debate again.
No, but I'm trying to show information, but I know it's gonna take. I mean, we could do.
You don't.
7 is fine, brother. 7 is fine. 7 is fine. I'm gonna share my screen right now.
Like, that the time to share your information was in the debate. Like that's what you
can't, brother. I can't. Oh, so now I can't share my screen.
No, I didn't say you can't. You can't. But you trying to make it another debate. No, let me get 5 rounds.
No, we just reviewing information, and I'm just trying to show you where you might have been wrong in the debate.
That's your job to do in the debate.
So you saying that? So you saying that? So you saying that the information that you presented in the debate, if I would have presented this, you would have lost?
It's getting in your turn. I'm not going to talk on your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, for sure.
Go ahead.
I'm ready, Apostle.
Because if I felt like that, I wouldn't have presented.
Let me get the like and share. Okay. Like and share off the screen. Where you at?
Because this is after his work is peer reviewed.
Okay, let me do a restart.
What I just read was after his work was peer reviewed. Like, make it make sense.
I'm talking about my source that I'm reading. Is what 2026.
The source that I'm reading is after they got peer reviewed too. Their
source was 2023. Let's go. I'm trying to share my screen, Apostle.
All right. Your screen should be sharing.
For sure.
I'll start when you start talking.
Let's go.
How much time y'all come up with?
7 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So once I say this is nature.com. It says analysis of the proposed text. So this is what Cassad said he reads Hebrew. So he's saying he sees this and this is Hebrew to him. The proposed Hebrew text and proposed translation in NIV is shown. Note that the letters in square brackets were claimed to be visible only by Galil. This is the only person that sees this. And he says, it says, you are cursed by the God. Yahweh curse you will die, curse you will surely die, curse you are by Yahweh cursed. Gale's reading is highly improbable for a text from the late Bronze or early Iron Age, and indeed for several hundred years. The very first word is pronoun you. The problem with the initial word is threefold. First is out of place. So I don't want to spend too much time into this. I'm just going to jump straight through. They're talking about Gershon Gale. He's very extreme. He has a lot of speculative claims. All were debunked. So this is the actual primary source. This is what Cassad is saying is Hebrew. This is the source. Cassad is looking at this, and he's saying he sees curse Yahweh, curse Yahweh, curse Yahweh. Right? That's interesting to me. This is how actually curse tablets look. Gershom claimed to see 48 letters on inner B. Scott Scripling, who is an archaeologist and not an epigrapher, has since claimed to see 40. In June 23, Stripling made public that Galil had been removed from the project. The other West Semitic epigrapher on the team, Gert van Devern, wrote in a personal communication by email on July 28, 2023, I doubt Galil's 48 letters. But I am happy with it. So his own team said he made it up. But I am happy with a maximum of 10 to 15 on the side. There may be even fewer. As the scans, and I like to stress here, do not always yield the evidence we wish to see. This is what the own team is saying. So his own team didn't even agree with him. That's crazy to me. Here's the source that Cassad is saying is Hebrew. Here's the source that Cassad is saying is Hebrew. I'm just going to get to the bottom of this because this is all still first round for me. I'm still just, here's the primary. You can't look at this and say this is Hebrew. I'm just scroll to the conclusion is, what is the folded object? Without a text inside that involves cursing someone, it cannot be claimed to be a curse tablet. Indeed, without a text, stripling cannot even claim it a tablet. It may have been clasped around a piece of string, as publicly suggested by Dr. Robert Cargill and Dr. Gab. However, if it was not attached to a string, it may have been worn as an amulet, and thus would be expected to have writing in it, similar to the amulets such as the Hinnom silver scrolls. If there are a few alphabet letters on the folded object, they may contain a completely different message from what stripling even have claimed. If the 4 letters in the upper right corner and the B do exist and are not merely startation of the lead, then we have either the word death or possibly the name Tamat. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. As a July 2023, Stripling and Associates for Biblical Research continues to promote this folded lid object as a curse tablet containing ancient Hebrew writing, including the name of God of Israel. However, the sensational claims, they're calling these are sensational claims. However, the sensational claims of Stripling lack evidence, and as Professor Christopher Rolston has pointed out regarding the claims, sensational claims require sensational evidence. This is crazy. The brother Cassad cannot provide this as evidence. I want to share this for time. Let's go.
And this is written in Hebrew. This is the actual artifacts, right? It says this: you are cursed by the God Yahweh. Curse you will die. Curse you will surely die. Curse you are cursed you are by Yahweh. Curse.
Dr. Christopher Jones, where he says, I can see a few of the letters they identity. I think he means identify, and photos if I squint a lot. He adds that the hand copies make no sense. I just don't see what the authors are saying, he says. Part of the issue appears to be that the tablet is not flat. So they actually took 46 planar XRT scans of the tablet in order to capture all the contours. If it makes things clearer, they should release a 3D model rather than publish photos that look nothing like the hand copy. Even looking at this, I have a lot of questions. What direction are we supposed to be reading this? Why are the letters so many different sizes? Why a mixture of different forms from different millennia? Have the authors considered that this could be art rather than writing? He even missed a little chart to illustrate the direction the authors think the inscription should be read. As you can see, you could start at A equals 1 and then move to equals 2 and then follow the rest of the numbers. Assuming that each of these letters are actually on the tablet, it's all over the place, and just the organization alone seems rather crazy. Dr. Jonathan Adler commented on the picture saying, pareidolia seems to be a good explanation for how the authors of the Mount Ebal inscription article saw letters here. How did they decide to arrange these supposed letters into meaningful words and sentences? Only God knows. To those not familiar with pareidolia, it's like when you look up at the sky and see clouds that look like or shapes. Our minds can trick ourselves into seeing shapes. Sometimes, if we want to see something bad enough, our minds can really trick ourselves into seeing ridiculous things. Dr. Adler also adds, it's common for epigraphers to squabble over a letter here, a word there. It is highly unusual for scholars to question whether any inscription is even there in the first place. I can think of only 4 examples, all involving the same scholar and all in the same last year. So he's referring to Gershon Galil, one of the epigraphers for the tablet, who's came up with all kinds of ridiculous ideas in the past year. Essentially, he's saying, seems like a really interesting coincidence. I asked top epigrapher Christopher Rolston, and he said, the proof is in the pudding, namely anyone with or without formal academic training in Semitic epigraphy can look at the images of this inscription which are published in this article, and they can discern that there is no real connection between the herein published images of the inscription itself and the...
Damn.
What happened?
Damn. Nah, that was a body bag. That's what happened.
That was a body bag.
That's
Oh,
what
okay.
happened.
Time.
I'm gonna yield the rest of my time for sure.
Oh, your time's up, man. All right. Let me get a restart. Okay. Let me make sure that's been taken down. Okay. Yeah, it's on you, Cassad. Let me know when you're ready.
Con, share my screen. He said nothing. Oh, well, King J, you ain't got it, bro. Oh, they funny.
Okay.
Share my screen.
Your time will start.
Share my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, once again.
Your time will start when you start talking.
Con, once again. So he sat here and just tried to say a fishing net or anything, but once again, no evidence of that on the actual tablet. So where show the evidence of it? Show where is that at? Right. And then this is the last part that I wanted to get at, because I asked him about the person that did the DT scans, right? Let's get into that. It says, furthermore, the corresponding bulges on the exterior match the inscribed letters, symbols on the interior, and it will be subject of a future peer review article. If this is indeed the case, I would doubt the symbol letters in the interior are merely naturally occurring stratitions or pitting, which is what another person that he tried to reclaim, that they're just marking on this random lead tablet that's found at an altar. Once again, couldn't explain it's a fishing net at an altar inland. No water, nothing by it, but it's a fishing net. Bro, actually, I told you, every time that your scholars and stuff contradict you, I'm just gonna point it out. Like I keep telling you, they trying to say it ain't that, but then guess what? Even the things that they're trying to present it as, they're contradicting it on. So let's share this instead. And notice what he said. This is just round one for me. This is just round one. I told y'all, he's trying to debate me again. He's trying to debate me on the info that he lost on. So King J, can you read that? Describe what's on that screen, right? Tell me what's on that screen. Tell me what's the writing in there. Apostle, can you tell the writing that's in there?
Yeah, I see it. Well, I see a Shah and I see a.
Tell me how it's supposed to be broken up, King J. I'll wait.
Yeah. I honestly, my eyes are too bad.
No, I know. I was just talking. Yeah. So he talking about some. Oh, they don't see no writing out of. But how did they find writing on? And then notice. Oh yeah, I wanted to play this audio real quick. Y'all trying to laugh? Listen to this. I'm pseudo, right? Listen to this. Listen.
Humble. Why can't I get more than 10 seconds out before you filibuster and cut me off? That's a debate tactic, I know.
You terrible, man. Go ahead.
Okay.
Can we follow the 2 minute class, or can we just act like adults? All right. So when I brought up the proto-Sinaitic script, right, and said that's the Hebrew, I stand on that.
What?
You sat here and you said
what? When you said that's the proto-Sinaitic script, I stand on that.
There was a shot here.
This is what he keep on trying to argue against. First of all, the scholars had to mark out and identify these subjects and identify these characters and stuff.
Right.
You did not go into no X-ray topography and nothing and debunk anything. Show an X-ray topography expert that came in and said those aren't in there. We literally just read the topographer that's scanning it found the thing and they translated it for her. That's literally what it says. Here we go. Peter Van der Veen has noted that one of the Sanchez scholars involved with the tomographic scans is an epigrapher that, although her specialty is in the Roman period, she instantly recognized 3 letters which the other epigraphers interpreted for her. And if you go on, like I said, he don't know who scanned these. He don't know nothing about it. He decided to go and do some research after because he lost in the debate. Now, y'all want to hear what his response was during the debate? Y'all want to hear? Listen to what King J's response was during the debate. Make sure you stand on the Sarah B. L. Condemned inscriptions being Hebrew when you go into your next round, King J. Make sure you stand on that. Talking about somebody don't say Yahweh. You didn't bring no scholar. You don't think I know what you want to talk about? You're trying to debate me because you lost in the actual debate. Listen to this. Can y'all hear the debate playing?
Yeah. No sound. No sound.
Oh, pause my time.
All right. You got 440.
Pause my time. Because he said he wanted to do a debate review, and you're not reviewing the debate. You sitting here trying to debate again. Here, I'm trying to get the debate audio to play. Give me 1 second. I told you, bro. You're not slick, bro. It's sad.
There you go.
You see my screen?
Head it to the stage. All right. It's going to start when you start talking.
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't take notes.
Can y'all hear that?
No.
Y'all can't hear it at all?
In regards to what I wanted to
So you're going to go right into it, right up.
You can't hear that?
I heard Suntan.
Right. You should. That's the video.
Okay, yeah, I hear it then.
Your rebuttal, right?
Just give him 15 minutes.
Y'all hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did. That's what I just did.
All right,
go ahead. Start my time. All
right.
Ready? When it starts, when you start, King J.
Let's get it. Real quick, just on the rebuttal side, he mentioned Melchizedek not being real. The argument is not on the historicity of Melchizedek being real or not.
Bro, every single claim he tried to make, he backed off of when he got challenged. Because he want to go into Melchizedek on the third thing. He's trying to re-debate me, and everything he got challenged on, he backed off of in the debate. You said Abraham learned of El through Melchizedek. And then you turned, because he was a Canaanite priest. That's what you said. When you got challenged on it, he's not real. It don't matter if I'm giving you my theory on pantheon reduction. Nigga, what? You went to the biblical text, and then when it disagreed with you, you backed off of it. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm showing the introduction of the deity El.
And if you look down in the comment in the live stream, it says defend yourself, King J, because you got clowned in that round.
To Abraham. He has to show. Is that time?
King J, I hear a timer in your background. Pause the time. It's somebody.
Okay, just a second.
It's somebody.
Give me my time.
Time is paused.
That's a rookie mistake.
That's 7 right there.
Play with Sarah B. L. could do. None of his sources are primary sources. At best, they're third or fourth hand sources, right? And they're out.
How much time you got?
I'm reading the bottom of his bibliography.
Stop
it's
talking.
1931. So let's keep in mind his
time is over with. That's why I'm talking.
His time is not over with.
Well, you got to announce the time because I've been
in the world of scholarship.
Only get 7
Come on,
minutes.
man. Why is somebody talking over my video?
I'm going to stop this. Jay, you got to stop doing that, man. His time was paused so that the video can be uploaded.
So you announce the time then, so we're not confused.
I don't have to. Look,
because you do it if it's confusing with the time, and I'm telling you that his time is over with. Announce it.
Stop
it.
When you
how much time do you have left?
It doesn't matter. Listen,
it doesn't
Jay.
matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter?
He get to ask what time he
has. We have 7 minutes.
Jay, his 7 minutes.
Over 7 minutes is my turn. Cassad, how much time do you have left?
Look,
you don't even have to talk right now. Cassad, how much time do you have left?
What is your problem, man?
The timekeeping.
Hey, Cassad, honestly, if King J thinks this is how this is going to go,
why are you talking? If I'm talking,
if King J thinks this is how this is going to go, with him interrupting when it's not his time to talk.
Possum, if you're going to talk, then I don't even have to
Don't do it again. Stop. I'm talking,
bro. What's going on, man? Like,
how much time do you have?
Stop talking.
Apostle, all right,
you
man.
don't have the right to talk.
Let's remove the.
Hold on. I gotta at least explain myself, because now he's drawing my credibility into question. His 7 minutes are not up. It's his time. If he want to know how much time he has, he can ask that question. You can't ask how much time he has. When it's your time, you can ask that of your time. But you can't stop me, because I haven't stopped when I'm looking at the clock and it's saying he got a minute left, and you are interrupting, saying his time is done. His time is not done. Now, if you want to continue to do this, you're going to respect me. You're going to show respect, and you're not going to interrupt. Y'all doing a great job. But you don't get to ask what time it is when it's his time. Now, I don't know who you think you're messing with, because you definitely don't treat Sanchez like that. So stop it. Let me get the thing back together, man. 1, 2.
All right, man. Y'all done? Y'all done?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm done. Wait a minute. Let me pull you up.
Y'all
Get
done?
your time back up.
Bro, all right.
Okay, you got 30 seconds, Cassad.
We can remove the time, because it's causing too much, man.
It's not causing too much. It's King J. He has to learn how to be responsible. That's all.
All right, let's
He
get
can
to
talk when it's his time to talk. Other than that, he can't talk. You got 30 seconds.
Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't, even if I wonder what time it was, I didn't talk what time on your time.
Right.
So I'm gonna just finish with this clip. This is his response in the debate. Like this is everybody want to talk about. He want to talk about. I think you're wrong. I think your scholarship could have got better here. Where do we do that? Is that in the after show, or do we do that on the debate? Which one? And then you didn't even fully check and fact check your sources. Like, that's ridiculous.
Is your time up yet?
I think it's actually 4 years and it's outdated. So your sources,
I don't know why he's
reading
talking.
from, are almost.
I don't know why he's talking.
You might want to step your
Your
scholarship
time
up.
is just over. Jay, what is wrong with you, man? You don't start talking when you think his time is up. You talk when I say his time is up. And then if you're going to talk, we're going to start your time. Then why are you acting like this, man? Time's up. Let me restart time, man. Time is ready when you're ready, Jay.
All right, can we remove this time thing, because this ain't going too well, man. I cannot speak for a minute why he talking, but I'm letting
if he's going to interrupt, he's going to interrupt regardless of time or whatever. If there's no time, he's going to interrupt if there's time. When he think your time is done, he's going to interrupt. Believe me. Ain't no problem with the time. The time is when it's his time to talk. If he want to know how much time he has the right to ask that. He doesn't have the right to ask it when it's your time.
So it's my time now. So why is my mic muted? So my screen is
I didn't
to be shared. My screen is waiting to be shared. Why are you talking during my time?
Listen,
Apostle,
time has started. Why are you talking during my time?
I asked you, your time ain't even start, dude. Come on, stop.
My time just started when I was, brother. Why are you making a big deal of my time started when I'm talking? My screen.
You know who's muting you? Do you know who's muting you? Sonetta's muting you.
Is being shared.
I didn't mute you.
My screen is being shared.
Your screen ain't shared because I haven't shared it. King J asked me a question.
So why
King J, Cassad asked me a question
about
argue
during my time is crazy, Apostle.
It's not your time. I haven't given you the time yet.
Oh, this is a dictatorship? You tripping, Apostle.
Now, King J, dog, I was trying to ask you a question before you.
I think King J wants to get.
I'm ready to, brother. I'm ready for. I thought there was going to be a fair conversation between me and Cassad without Apostle interjecting. He didn't even have to say anything.
King J, I don't know why you want to insist on doing this, but Cassad, it's whether you want to continue with this dude, it's up to you. Because see, now he wants to blame me because he's getting his ass kicked. Excuse me for my expression. But I'm not the one.
I don't feel like that, but I'm ready to present I'm ready to present.
Yeah, I understand, but do you recognize?
Why do I have to argue 5 minutes with you to present?
King J, man, you still want to do the time thing?
I'm gonna just mute out. I'm gonna mute out, and then let me know when just share my screen when you get ready to. It's already ready to be shared.
King J, you still want to do the time thing? You still want to do the time thing? Because you ain't finna keep on interrupting and on my time and stuff. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You still want to do the time thing? Yeah, no. Yes, no. Yes, no.
I think he wants to get kicked off so he can blame me for his failures.
All right, Apostle, give him 5 minutes. Go ahead, Apostle.
All right, 5 minutes. All right, your time starts when you start. Are you sharing? What's the problem with this guy, man?
I'm waiting for you to share my screen, Apostle.
I asked you, are you ready?
Brother, I muted out. Apostle, I muted out. Why are you so argumentative, brother? I'm waiting for you to share my screen. Last 5 minutes. Thank you. It's 1:24. My time will be over at 1:31. So now that I've established the speculative, sensational claims that the brother has made, the pareidolia claims that the brother has made in regards to presenting Scott Scripling and Jerson Galil as primary sources to establish the writing of Yahweh at Mount Ebal is crazy. Now we're going to move to his second astonishing claim that Yahweh actually is Patah. He claimed that the Proto-Sinaitic script 351a is actually Yahweh. So we'll show that the brother making a claim first, and then I'll just show you how erroneous the brother's claim is. Here we go. I'm sorry, hold on.
It says this.
Now watching the line says with me Hebrew. 1 second.
So it says Sinai 351, the God Yahweh with the name YHW at the foot of the shrine. Moshe equation of Yahweh with Patah was based on the similarity of two gods. Unlike all the other Egyptian gods, Patah was not an aspect of nature, but its creator, the creator of all things, including God. Right? So the reason they're telling you, like, oh, the Israelites are using the image of Patah because he's the God of Egypt outside of the nature, the actual elements. That's how our God is depicted. He's outside of heavens and earth. So what do you see? What do you see right here? Actually, on the in the proto-Sinaitic inscriptions, right? We actually see the name Yahweh in the text.
Yahweh. Where? Can he not read it? Here's the primary with the translation. Where does it say Yahweh? I see no why anywhere.
Where does it say Yahweh?
Show me a why. Show me where does it say Yahweh? And this is Ptah. This is crazy. The bilingual sphinx is the Rosetta Stone of Portland, so it provides empirical proof that the script finding in the Sinaitic was used to address Balat, not Yahweh. On a small sense, I think the same dedication
is crazy. Hold up. So the brother made that erroneous claim first. I want to just show y'all I just want to show y'all how it looks. So this brother is saying that this figure right here, which is Ptah, he said that he looks at these inscriptions and sees Yahweh written here. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is Cassad. This is the brother Cassad. Hey, what is? Let's see. The claim involving Charles Klamakov and the designation 351A typically refers to a controversial reading of a Proto-Sinaitic or West Semitic inscription, specifically Sinai 351 found at Sarah B. El Kadim. While I'm just going to call him K, is a highly respected emeritus professor and author of the definitive Phoenician Punic grammar, his specific interpretations of these early inscriptions are considered fringe and outliers by the broader scholar community. The claim Sinai 351 in Yahweh argues that Sinai 351 dated to about 1500 to 1250 BC contains an early reference to Yahweh, often translated by him as Yahweh. He links to his broader historical Moses theory, where he identifies a figure in the scriptures as the biblical Moses. Wow. The debunking, scholarly critique. Most epigraphers and the Northwest Semitic specialists, such as Christopher Rosen or the late Frank Cross, reject these readings for several reasons. Misidentification of the letters. Critiques of his work often highlight that his Yahweh or Yahweh readings rely on identifying ambiguous paleo signs for specific Hebrew letters that other scholars read as different characters entirely. For instance, signs he identifies as letters forming Yahweh are frequently read by others as part of standard Egyptian Semitic titles or dedications to the goddess Balat. This is where the goddess, the Sphinx goddess, the Balat Sphinx comes in, right? If I have time, I'll show the primaries and I'll show the actual Sphinx. In reviews of his works regarding Sinai 60 and 61, scholars point out that he occasionally invents meanings for words to fit the biblical narrative, meanings that did not appear in his own anachronistic grammar. Critiques argue that linguistic forms he discovers are more consistent with much later Phoenician or Hebrew than the 13th century BC dialect expected at El Kabim. Isolation of the reading. In scholarly critiques, the earliest undisputed extra biblical mention of Yahweh remains the Solib inscriptions mentioning the Yahweh of Yahweh or the Mesher Stela. Kamaklov's Sinai readings are generally viewed as pious but methodologically flawed attempt to find the Exodus in the archaeological record. So I'll stop sharing there. 1 second.
You want me to pause your time?
Nah, go ahead. You're good. Because what I'm showing now is the brother's sources that he's using. All are speculative and considered fringe and made up. So I really want to ask the brother, how do he feel like he want to debate if both of the sources that I brought up so far have been debunked? They don't say what you suggest. They don't say Yahweh. So are you still standing on the fact or suggesting that both of these sources that we just went over, the Mount Ebal curse tablets and this Proto-Sinaitic Sinai tablet 351A. Are you still standing on the fact that both of them say Yahweh? Yes or no?
Time. You can answer this question or not. It's time.
That's time. All right. Share my screen, bro.
And that's 7 minutes.
Share my. You gave him 7?
Yeah, I gave him 7 because if I would have stopped at 5, he would have said, I thought it was supposed to be 7.
So King J, I said give you 5. He gave you an extra 2 to let you know. Now let's deal with a few things. Share my screen, Elder. Okay. I want to get a couple things on the screen. He keep on trying to talk about the critique of scholarship. Now this is where he finna get embarrassed. Elder, can you share my?
It's coming up. Let me know when you start. I'll start.
All right.
You got 7 minutes.
Let me. All right, start my time.
All right, start it.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna share this. Actually, hold on. Can y'all hear this? I want to make sure y'all can hear this. I'm gonna make sure y'all can hear this.
And that may be the reason.
Y'all can hear that?
Yeah. No. Play it again.
The conclusions that you're coming.
Yeah. Hear
okay.
It.
So he said, let's do a debate review. You can start my time. And he hasn't did a debate review on the actual review yet. He's trying to debate me on my slides for the debate because he didn't address nothing in the debate. Listen to his response in the debate. So he can't say I'm cutting a clip or nothing.
Coming to, right? You're using outdated 100-year-old sources, right? You mentioned Yahweh worship in Sarah B. El Kadim. That was definitely a rookie mistake. We play with Sarah B. El Kadim, right? So when we look at Sarah B., I'm off the dome with this. When we look at
I'm off the dome with this is not sources. That's not what we do in debates. You're trying to make up for what you didn't do in the debate. And it's sad. It's really sad. Now let's get into actually what the source he's talking about. Like, you this is the funny part. The whole time he's trying to critique even an actual scholarly source, he's on Google. He's on Google. His whole debate was Google. Let's actually review the debate. After this, man, we can actually review the debate. He was on Google the whole time. So let's actually get into the actual scholarly source. He's trying to come at an actual scholar. Notice he's reading from Google. This is an actual scholar paper. This person is an actual linguist, professor emeritus of ancient and biblical languages, University of Michigan. This is actually a scholar. Now you want to say that he's wrong? I don't have a problem with you presenting scholarship to say he's wrong. Actually present scholarship. You present in Google. Because that's all you do. And since you got so embarrassed, now you try to run to Google to quickly critique the debate. It's sad, bro. So what he did not do is actually go to the scholar, actually pull up the scholarship, right? And actually debunk the claims. Because not only does other characters that he identifies identified by other scholars in the Semitic language. But King J said the Proto-Sinaitic was Hebrew. Let's listen one more time.
All right. So when I brought up the Proto-Sinaitic script, right, and said that's the Hebrew, I stand on that.
Do you stand on that, King J? Do you stand on that, King J? Do you still stand on that, King J? Because now you trying to, it really sound like you just really butt hurt, and now you're trying to run a flim flam on the people because you butt hurt and you got exposed in the actual debate. And all I did was just give you a little spanking and let you know, keep my name out your mouth because you don't want this. That's really what it was. Now, let's go back one more time, Mr. King J.
Proto-Sinaitic script, right? Proto-Sinaitic script.
The what?
The Proto-Sinaitic script, right? And said that's the Hebrew. I stand on that.
Now stand on that right here. When you said the Proto-Sinaitic script was Hebrew, I stand on that right here, King J. Oh, okay. Like I said, man, this man ain't ready. He don't really want it. He ain't ready. I told you. Hey, go do something else, bro, because you're not ready. Now, I got a question, King J. Can you read this? Can you decipher this? because you don't actually deal with scholarship. You actually deal with scholarship, you would know scholars come up with different interpretations and different lines on this. It's on you to present the scholarship in the debate to debunk it. Now, if you actually go into his drawing and his actually scholarship, this is what he says. The name consists of 2 letters. The first is a ligature of Y and H. The Y is the sign of an arm. The name of the letter Y in Hebrew Yod, meaning arm, which is the usual sign for the Y in the Sinai inscription. It is bisected by a vertical line to form it across. So he's sitting here yelling, where is the Y and everything? He didn't even read the article and actually look at the drawing that the scholar did. He just got up here to run his mouth because he hurt. Now, if he actually deal with scholarship, how much time I got left, Apostle?
3 minutes.
Okay. Now, if he actually deal with scholarship, he would know critiquing and going back and retracing the glyphs and stuff is a part of all scholarship, even Egypt. If you read right here, this is actually Egyptologists about how they got the dating stuff wrong, giving out wrong inscriptions. So you need to pull the scholar to actually pull the scholarship. Now you want to go and try to do it, and you still ain't did it yet. You pulled Google. It's sad. So what? Now you finna try to go get an article that you didn't even fully read or something? Like, you sad, bro. You sad. It says there are 2 eras of reading and interpretation here with Kenneth Kitchen perpetuates with his atom bomb. Jansen, in fact, himself relied on reading W. Spielberg published in 1921, which was a direct contradiction to another publication of the text by Professor Jens Liebing, which appeared in 1900. This is actually telling you, even in Egypt, people inscribe the text different because they try to mark out the lines and stuff. Some of it's damaged. You got to mark it out well. He didn't present none of this information or no scholarship behind his claims in the debate. You know what he said? I'm off the dome with it. You ain't off the dome with nothing in a debate when there's a scholar in your face. Now, this is actually going into, oh man, this is how they did it wrong, and this is actually how it's supposed to be. You didn't pull that up in the debate, so you sitting here trying to debate me on something that you got smoked on in the debate. Your response was, man, I'm off the dome with this. Nigga, what? You just said the same thing as a SAR. I'm showing pictures. That's not no source. And now you're trying to fight. You're trying to fight back now. Now you wanted to argue with me. You want to spam 100 times in the comment. Y'all know how many times he commented under our post? I told him watch his mouth. I told him, you know, I got the audio of you saying the proto-Sinaitic is Hebrew. I told him this, but he wanted to keep on pushing. He wanted to keep on fighting. So now you in the fight, brother. Fight back. Fight back, brother. Fight back. And stop trying to come up with new stuff. Actually, let's review the footage of the debate. Let's actually review the footage of the debate and see who actually was sourcing up. You read Google the whole time. That's why you don't want to pull up the debate. Now let's get back to listening to some of this.
Sarah B. El Kadem.
Can y'all hear the audio? Yes, no? Can y'all hear the audio? Hello? Pause. Can y'all hear the audio? I need somebody to come off mute so I can ask.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was muted. Yes.
Right? We find.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Listen to King J.
And Balat worship.
He just said in Sarah B. El Kadim, we find Balat worship. Oh, it's funny. The same scholars that, and I said this to Reggie, the same scholars that is translated by Balat in the Proto-Sinaitic is the same ones that translate Moses in the Proto-Sinaitic. And notice he think he's trying to be smart because he's addressing these two that scholars that he says on the fringe. Why he ain't addressing none of my other artifacts? Why he ain't addressing none of my ostracons? You said, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave you an extra 15 seconds, man, because you was asking the question and I was muted and I couldn't respond, so I couldn't stop your time. So you got 15 seconds extra. All right. There you go. You know, y'all to decide. King J?
Like, when we gonna actually get into the debate review? You sitting here trying to debate me some more. Like, when we gonna get into that part?
Well, that's what we're doing now. All of these are the topics that we reviewed in a debate.
These ain't the topics that we reviewed in the debate. You didn't respond in the debate. We just played your response to those slides.
Brother, these are the sources you use in the debate. What are you talking about?
Did you respond to that in the debate?
Brother, what do you think I got the
Did you respond? Did you respond to that in the debate?
And our rebuttal round was like 5 minutes, but like we couldn't respond to every single point.
No, did you respond to it at all in the debate?
Yes, I touched on all your points.
Get to the audio of it, man.
Brother, our debate is 3 hours, 5 hours long.
I just pulled the audio of your literal response of what I'm saying. I can pull the audio, you can too.
Brother, everything I've been playing has been from our debate.
Bruh, you're literally sitting here trying to debate rounds again.
Cassad, why are you asking to go over the debate when that's what everything that I'm playing is from the debate? That's what we're talking about. The Mount Ebal curse tablet those are the things that you use in our debate to try to establish the presence of Yahweh before the time period that I said didn't exist. The whole debate was that you were trying to establish the presence of Yahweh in the land of Canaan. I'm telling you that there is no Yahweh in Canaan before the late Iron Age, 9th century.
Okay, you done? Now
I argued assimilation. We can show the debate, but I'm just saying.
King Day, why every time you pause and now I said you done? Now you try to talk some more. Come on, bro. You pause.
Are you asking me a question and I answered? No, I'm not done. That's the case. So
go ahead, man.
We were going over. I wrote down from the debate. I watched the debate and I wrote down these 3 debate contentions that I had. That was the thesis I just said before I even started. I said I had contention with you with the Mount Ebal curse tablet, you using Gershon Galil and Scott Skriplin as a source. I had contention with Stanislavski Kamalski, you trying to say using him as a source to say that the 351A Proto-Sinaitic script said Yahweh. And I have a contention with my next round, which was going to be our ending round, I guess, was going to be Melchizedek. Because in our debate, you suggested that Melchizedek wasn't a real person. So I have contention with that. And so I thought we were going to be able to go back and forth real quick with our 7 minutes, our last 7 minutes for Melchizedek. Because I had wrote 3 things down. I wrote
Okay, you said that. Can you stop now? Can you put a pause on it?
Okay.
Thank you. Bro, once again, you're trying to debate again. We're not debating. You said let's do the debate review. You're trying, bro.
This is a debate review.
This isn't. You're debating me again. Stop. And I did not interrupt. when you just literally, I asked you several times to put a pin in it. You stopped. So stop right now. You're done. Like I said, you're trying to debate me again. What is you talking about? Listen to what he said. Oh, this is round 1 for me. You're like, this isn't a debate. It's not debate rounds. You're supposed to be going over the actual footage of the debate. And what now? You keep talking. What did you respond in the debate? You keep talking about these are talking points and stuff. Bro, what did I say in the debate? And what did you say in the debate? What was your response? Did you bring a source? No, you didn't. You're trying to debate right now. Debate review is actually saying, here, did you get a source here? No, did you get a source here? Yep, this is his source. Is he correct on that? Yes, no. You're sitting here trying to debate me again on the topic that you didn't address.
No.
I need clarification.
Because at the end of my presentation.
At the end of my presentation. I need clarification. I'm sorry, but I need some clarification. Okay, no, man, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna wait until it's over with.
Man, you said he said he need one more round. Go ahead, give him one more round, King J, man. 7 minutes. Do your last minute round, and then I'm actually finna do a debate review. Go ahead, bro. And I'm not saying you got to get off the platform, but we actually finna sit here and review the debate.
Yeah. Okay, so
everything is about
King J, are you about to share your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know when you get it up.
All right, 1 second. Yes. This is a debate review. Hold on. I'm ready.
exist in neither beginning of days nor in their life. It's not talking about an actual human being. Melchizedek is not an actual human being.
Interesting that the brother does not go.
Come on, bro, stop it. It says, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth in priest
the word that's actually being used for it without father.
It wasn't an actual human being. You see all throughout the time the patriarchs meet angelic entities.
That
Melchizedek is one of those entities.
Didn't exist.
The king of peace.
But
now,
the very
you
next
brought
sentence
up
is saying that he was a man.
a couple things about
regularity, horrible scholarship. Biblical studies, the phrase without father or without mother most notably applies to Melchizedek in the New Testament book of Hebrews, doesn't mean the person wasn't real, wasn't a real physical human being. Instead, it's a specific literary legal term used to emphasize a person's unique status, like a genealogy. In the ancient world, in Hebrew culture, your identity and right to hold office, being a priest, were tied entirely to your lineage. In the book of Genesis, Melchizedek appears suddenly, interacting Melchizedek, and then disappears without any mention of his parents, his birth, or his death. The author of Hebrews uses this silence in the historical record to argue that the priesthood is eternal and divine, rather than inherited through a human bloodline like the Levites. The genealogical concept. The Greek word used is genealogical, which literally means without genealogy. It doesn't mean the person didn't have biological parents. This is crazy. And here's the word. Go to Genesis 14:8, and Melchizedek, king of Salem. So this is a real person. Brought out bread and wine. So was the bread and wine brought out fate too?
It's crazy.
So how could this person, this king of Salem, according to the biblical text?
I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm gonna do this instead real quick. So the brother, when he showed what he in the debate, Hebrews 7:3, which is a Greek text, he didn't show the lexicon. So I'm showing the lexicon actually in Greek. So we see definitions of words here. So apater. So in the Greek, a means no, pater, father. So that's no mother. A mitter, that means no mother is the mitter, so there's no mother. And then we see so no genealogy. So the brother Cassad is suggesting that because this says that Melchizedek was without no genealogy, that he did not exist. This is the contention that I have with the brother. So let's keep in mind of the words that we see here. Without father, no pater means no father. We see no amitor, that means no mother. And we see a genealogist, that means no genealogy. It does not mean that this person does not exist as a physical being. That is crazy. Let's share this instead.
Wow.
In biblical studies, the phrase without father, most famously applied to Melchizedek in the New Testament book of Hebrews, doesn't mean the person wasn't a real physical human being. Instead, it is a specific literary and legal term used to emphasize a person's unique status. Here's a breakdown of that phrasing, typically simplified, like a genealogy. In the ancient world, especially in Hebrew culture, the identity and right to hold office, like being a priest, were tied entirely to your genealogy. In the book of Genesis, Melchizedek appears suddenly, interacts with Abraham, and then disappears without any mention of his parents, his birth, or his death. The author of Hebrews uses this silence and this historical record to argue that his priesthood is eternal and divine, rather than inherited through a human bloodline like the Levites. A genealogist concept. The Greek word used is in genealogist, which literally means without genealogy. It does not mean the person didn't have biological parents. It means their parents were not recorded. In a legal or priestly context, if your lineage wasn't on record, you were without father in the eyes of the law. A typology for the divine. In the context of the Bible, this phrasing is often used as a type or a foreshadowing. By appearing in the text without a recorded beginning or end, Melchizedek serves as a symbol for a priesthood that doesn't depend on human ancestry, specifically pointing towards the nature of Jesus in Christian theology. In other ancient Near Eastern cultures, similar phrases were sometimes used to describe orphans, children with no known living protectors, people of low birth, divine appointment, kings who are claimed to be of a god rather than inherited throne by a father. Being without a father or a mother in this context is about the absence of a written pedigree, not the absence of a physical body. This is a mistake that the brother Cassad makes. It marks the person as someone whose authority comes from a different source rather than the family lineage. So we, in this instance, is talking about the priesthood, the Leviticus priesthood versus the priesthood that is Melchizedek's priesthood that is eternal and forever. Jesus is under that same priesthood, not under Leviticus. This is crazy. Let's go. Let's see what it says in the Greek here. In the New Testament, 7:3, the original Greek uses of these three specific compound words to describe this lack of parents and lack of genealogy. The primary word is a genealogy, no genealogy. This is the most direct answer to the question. A, it means prefix for not. The word genealogist is derived from genealogy, meaning genealogy or family record, meaning without a genealogy or recorded descent. In the Greco-Roman world, this did not mean that the person was a ghost. It was a legal description. If a person's name wasn't in the official public records, they were technically a genealogitus. And here we just go with definitions of words. We see a pator is described the without father part. A means without. Pator means father, meaning fatherless. It doesn't mean you didn't exist, Cassad. So I'll just end with that.
Hey, time's up anyway.
Oh, that's time for sure.
I don't know what the hell that was about. All right, Cassad, what you want to do, man?
You got it 7 minutes. Or do you want to just do the debate review right now? It's up to you.
You think you finna get 7 minutes? I'm not. You sound crazy.
I'll tell you. It's hard being a man like me, boy. I tell you.
You gotta prove Melchizedek was a ghost at this point, right?
You sound crazy. So, like, this is ridiculous. Here, I'm trying to go to this. Share my screen.
Yes, sir. Get to it.
Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. You share my screen. Give my screen. Yeah. All right, you can start my time.
Okay.
So listen to this. Once again, he's trying to talk about Melchizedek. Did you respond to any of this in the debate? Did you respond with that in the debate? Like I said, he's trying to debate me again. He's not reviewing the debate. He's trying to debate the stuff he couldn't tackle in the actual when the challenge is in front of him. So listen to his actual response on Melchizedek. This is what he said.
Real quick, just on the rebuttal side, he mentioned Melchizedek not being real. The argument is not on the historicity of Melchizedek being real or not.
You completely backed off your claim. You was claiming he was a king of Salem. When I told you don't know the biblical text because he's not literal. He's not an actual king. Don't actually have a descendancy. He's not a real king of the city of Canaanite city named Salem. You know what you said? Oh, well, I'm not trying to argue whether or not he's real. Nah, I'm just giving you the theory that he introduced him to it. But you want to argue about it right now, though. You sound ridiculous, bro. It's stupid. Now let's get into this. A Christian themselves would defeat you because you don't know the Bible. This is from a simple Christian website. Listen to this, man. The writer of Hebrews 7:3 tells us that Melchizedek did not have any parents nor descendants. In other words, guys reveal, they're gonna put their Christian spin on it. Let's get right to it. It says, yet some, and notice he was reading from Google again. I told you the whole time he's always reading from Google. He's always reading from Google. He didn't go in the Bible and show none of that. So it says this. Yet some Bible commentaries wrongly confuse this verse to mean the opposite of what the writer actually says. These Bible commentators will have us believe that Melchizedek's genealogy is simply missing, as he just said, from the Genesis 14 narrative. If these commentators are right, this would mean that the Hebrews 7:3 is not really divine revelation, but rather an unnecessary inference from the silence of Scripture. After all, if it is necessary to infer that every named person in Scripture who lacks the included genealogy is parentless, childless, and immortal, all the things that Melchizedek is described as, humans aren't immortal. Humans aren't parentless. Some people are childless, but that's not what people strive for, right? Then it follows that 9 kings of Genesis are all parentless, childless, and immortal. Notice, out of all the people that's named in that Genesis context, and out of the kings that's named in the Bible, the only person that's described as being parentless, immortal, and all this is Melchizedek. They never describe this about any of the other kings that they don't mention the name or parents and none of that stuff for. But you want to talk about the Bible? Stop, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Right? So let's get into this Hebrews 7:7. Since you want to talk about Bible and you think you can go to Google to break this down, explain this part then. Hebrews 7:3. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the most, I'm right here. Verse 7:2. To whom Abraham gave a 10th part of all, first being interpretation, king of righteousness, and after that also king of Salem, which is king of peace. I want you to break this down. Without father, without mother, without descent, without having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth a priest continually. He will try to tell you the sons of God is angels and stuff. Can angels and stuff die in the Bible, Apostle? Can angels and stuff die in the scriptures? A simple Bible study will tell you that angels and stuff are immortal. He will tell you that the sons of God and stuff are angels and stuff. But Melchizedek ain't a son of God, though. He's not immortal. This is dumb, man. This is ridiculous. Like I told you, he gonna sit here and try to fight me on stuff that he did not address in the debate. Instead of actually reviewing the debate, let's actually put up the footage and actually hear your response and talk about your response. Don't try to bring up something you didn't say in the debate. And I told you that's what you're gonna do this whole time. And I told you I was gonna make you look stupid. Y'all hear this? Oh.
Real quick, just on the rebuttal side, he mentioned Melchizedek not being real. The argument's not on the historicity of Melchizedek being real or not.
Where's your source in the debate? All you did was talk to me in the debate and share Google. Did you even fact check where your AI source was coming from? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. Now let's hear you try to talk against the proto-Sinaitic inscriptions again, and then you sitting here and talking about some it's Hebrew. Why you ain't standing on it right now?
Come on. That's a debate tactic, I know.
Terrible, man. Go ahead.
Let me get my information out. Can we point out the 2-minute clocks, or can we act like adults? All right. So when I brought up the proto-Sinaitic script, right, and said that's the Hebrew, I stand on that.
Oh, you stand on that. You stand on that. Why we ain't actually playing the debate actual footage, right? The debate footage that you sat and got on another panel and agreed with me on. Listen to this.
You are correct in saying the earliest accounts in those pantheons don't show the deity El.
You know what? You know what source I got on the screen when he's saying that? Hold on, let me show y'all. Pause my time real quick. Let me show y'all. You know what source I got on the screen while he's saying that? It's straight from the debate. Let me show y'all. Come on, get that out the. Here, we can listen to it from here. Listen, y'all can hear this?
Start your time again.
Yeah, start my time. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear that?
Not yet. Let me stop your time because no, I can't hear it.
Y'all can't hear that? Hold on, I'm finna stop sharing. I'm finna share again.
When you come back, you're gonna have 1 minute.
Can you hear that?
Show this because he's not going to answer the question, and he.
Can y'all hear that?
Hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So look, listen. This is first. Listen to him agreeing with me, right?
You are correct in saying the earliest accounts in those pantheons don't show the deity El.
So this is what actually we actually supposed to be reviewing our actually debate. This is what actually he is agreeing to win the debate. The source he tried to go against.
With the fact. How do you get around the fact that the Hebrew Yep, it's supposed to start. How do you get around the fact that the Hebrew is defining the word as the common Semitic noun God? You cannot then apply a different definition onto the text. It's literally telling you it means strength as an adjective, mighty, especially the Almighty, but also use of any deity, God. That is the exact definition of the common Semitic noun. That's not the definition of it in Ugarit. And this is where he's failing to understand. El in Ugarit is actually the name of the God. That's not how it functions in the other Semitic texts. Gods can be called El. El is never their name. A God actually being called El is unattested in those texts. I'm not just going to talk. I'm finna show the screen. Share tab really quickly. It says this. Now, this is a group of.
That's a perfect moment to stop it.
That's he agreeing with my source that he's debating me again.
Brother, ain't nobody agreeing with your source. Like, quit saying that. Like, what is
so I didn't. That's not you. You ain't agreeing to that. You ain't agreeing to that source.
No, brother. I'm not agreeing to your source, brother.
Hey, we listen to the audio. This is the look.
We listen to the audio, brother.
Hey, I'm finna turn my camera on real quick.
We done heard. Everybody heard everything. Everybody done said.
Hey, this is funny.
The fact that we did hear you just say there isn't a deity named El in the Israelite culture is crazy. That's what you just said.
You see my hold on.
We got that written down. Timestamp that right now at 2 minutes and 2 hour mark and 4 minutes. Where the brother Cassad said there is no deity named El in Israelite culture. Only the common noun using the generic word for God. There isn't an actual deity named El. Genesis 46:3. Please. The fact that the name Israel itself is a theophoric name should let the brother know plenty of times that the name El is used more than just a generic common noun.
That's the problem. Making this statement right there.
You
That's
see my screen, right?
Yeah, we see the thing. We just heard.
Yeah.
What we just said.
Y'all see the screen?
That's our only point, Cassad.
Hey, he said he didn't.
That's our only point, right?
He just said
all the scholarship that we didn't present it, and you talking about what somebody said, agreed to.
He just said, hold on, no, because you're a liar. He just said he didn't agree to that source. This is the same source in the video on the debate. Look, we just heard the audio. You want me to look? I'm finna play the audio again. Look, listen.
None of your sources, Cassad. Your spliced up source.
This is the source that he's saying he agreeing with in the audio.
Am I lying, Apostle? Y'all see it on the screen, right? Okay, that's the same source in the debate that was just on the screen. That was just the same source that was on the debate in the screen. You suck, my guy. Actually, start reviewing the debate. You suck.
Body bag. So let's talk about what you just said in regards to there's no deity named El in Israelite. In it.
There isn't.
There isn't?
That's a misspoken, mispronounced word copied from Canaanite culture that we took from there. Even the word Israel, that's not something
I expect you to agree with him. You're Hebrew as well.
Well, I'm just saying, man.
You're not being objective.
The Greek translation.
You're not being objective. Of course, you're just saying Apostle.
That's why Israel.
We didn't ask for your narrative. The question.
It doesn't matter. I'm giving it because bad information is being shared. And you
feel like you have to help him, Apostle. The fact that you feel like you have to help him doesn't look good for him.
I'm not helping him, brother.
And why are you interjecting yourself?
Come on, man. Let's get back to the debate review.
Yeah, why you not being unbiased here, Apostle?
I know you want to use
why
that.
You not being unbiased, Apostle? You know what? I should have had an unbiased moderator, not you.
Right.
Oh my God, man. We sitting here doing this, bro. Come on, Apostle. You let him escape, bro, from the actual footage of him and admitting, bro.
Beat up and
you let him escape.
Help you.
He's sitting here saying he did not admit to lying about agreeing to the source when we just literally played the audio and showed the screen.
Okay, that's what you think. Write it down. We talking
so
about.
We didn't show that. So we didn't show that. Yes or no? Did we show that? Yes or no?
So one thing that you think you got. So that's all, brother.
Did we show that? Yes or no?
You didn't got wrong. No.
Did we show that? Yes or no?
We showed you splicing the film and taking it out of context.
Did we show that? Yes or no?
We've been doing that for 5 months.
All right, Apostle, share my screen. I got some more debate footage. Let's get into it. Since he think he can read Hebrew, we got some more debate footage and we got some more extra footage. Let's get into it.
So are we done debating? So what are we doing now? Are we showing the debate or are we doing our minute still? Are we showing do I get time?
I've been trying to show the debate.
Do I present after this?
Makes no sense because you keep trying to insert another culture's understanding.
You starting this time, Apostle?
Chemos, and I'm gonna show that too, but it's also applied.
Yep, screen showing.
Right now, this is his problem. Because
Cassad, how many minutes we doing?
Bro, I'm trying to get into the debate review. You sitting here keep on talking about the round.
We didn't do a debate review yet. You got to show the debate. Apostle ain't played.
He's doing his 7 minutes, man. The clock is running. Stop talking.
Apostle just didn't say he's doing his 7 minutes.
Stop talking. He's doing his time. He's on his 7 minutes.
You doing 7 minutes, Cassad? Okay, do your 7 minutes in.
Damn. Spoiled, man.
I'm trying to get into the interactive part, bro. Is that cool or no? Hello? Cause you keep on talking about some 7-minute rounds and shit, bro. We not debating no more. You just even just got another little mini debate and you still couldn't get the job done. So when can we get into the interactive part and actually review the debate?
They say I'm fire. I know. Beat both of them.
I don't know what's not fair because I sure ain't helping.
So can somebody hear me? Can somebody hear me? I'm asking a single question.
Yes.
Then can we get to the interactive part and start reviewing the debate?
Y'all been at this for 2 hours, man. So if y'all haven't been I don't know what y'all been doing. Y'all been doing this back and forth for 2 hours.
Man, all right. So King J, you don't want to go back and forth. You don't want to interact. You scared? What's going on?
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want to.
All right, share
you
my
want to
screen.
talk about Melchizedek?
Share my screen.
Brother, are we sharing screens? Brother, before we talk about
L in the debate.
Back and forth, are we sharing screens or back and forth? Oh my God, you come on, brother.
Bro, this is the debate review. I'm finna actual question in regards to the debate in the review. Yes, it is in regards to the debate.
I tell you what, Jay, and Cassad, because I'm getting tired. We've been at it 2 hours. When are we going to open this up and let the panel come up?
Yeah, let the panel come up now. Go ahead, let them up. I done beat him up. I beat up on Cassad enough.
We want to do that, Cassad.
Man, so he's scared to interact. He's scared to interact with the actual debate.
How about this, Apostle? What do you think about this?
Scared to interact with that. You know what, Apostle? You know what?
Let the panel up, Apostle, and then we all.
He can stop interrupting me now. He can stop interrupting me now. He can stop interrupting me now.
We can let
Thank
the panel
you. You can stop interrupting me now. Thank you. Thank
everybody
you.
can watch the debate together.
All right, now I'm finna just ask you to mute him. You can stop interrupting me now. Thank you. Thank you. He said he wanted to do a debate review. Cool. This man ain't did a review on the actual debate yet. He's sitting here trying to debate me on sources that he did not do in the debate. When are we going to actually get into what you actually said and didn't say in the debate? When are we actually going to get into your sources in the debate? When are we actually going to get into the video of the debate? I'm sitting here trying to play the debate, an actual question on the debate. Since you said you won and you know this about El and you know Hebrew. You know so much about Hebrew. You debated a debate on the Bible in Hebrew. So right here we have Hebrew up on the screen. Let's listen to this. I want y'all to pay attention to this.
So how long after this diatribe do I get to
El is functioning as the actual name of a deity. Listen to this. Because in Ugarit, El functions as the name of the deity. No other deity is actually named El in the text. If El is functioning as the actual name of deities, then how can it be applied to multiple different deities? Right here, El is in reference to Baal, and he can't say this is used as a common Semitic because guess what? First of all, the English has no interpretation on the Hebrew text. There is no capital or lowercase in the Hebrew text. This word El is the same word that's applied to Yahweh. It's also the same word that's applied to Chemosh, and I'm going to show that too, but it's also applied to Ashereth. It's applied to all the deities in the Bible, right? It says right here, proper name. Well, how is it his proper? Is Baal the son of El or is he El? You can't say he's both. It's either he's the son of El or he is El. Your understanding of the text makes no sense because you keep trying to insert another culture's understanding and their religion into the different people text. Now,
y'all heard that, right? So let's pull up that actual text right now. Let's actually pull up that text, right?
Go ahead.
Let's see.
Cassad,
let's see if he actually can deal with it.
If you just present by yourself, I'll just go ahead and jump off, and then you can just do it by yourself. Because why are you presenting and I can't respond or get a rebuttal 7 minutes?
Bro, who said you can't? Who said you couldn't do that?
This has been like 5 minutes of you just talking and I can't respond.
Man, first of all, you lying because you just crying. Man, I don't even care. You just crying with Apostle. I don't care. So I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing my screen. You wanted to get this smoke. I'm sharing my screen.
Jay, once you get in the pocket, you're not truthful. He's been going on for 5 minutes and 9 seconds. Yeah. He got 7 minutes.
Okay, so I get a rebuttal.
5 minutes and 9 seconds to present. He has a minute and 51 seconds remaining, and you already interrupted him like you did before. Now, y'all, I mean, honestly, man, I'm getting tired. I see what's going on. What you complaining about happens to me every damn day that I'm on air with these non-Hebrews, 5 and 6 of them.
Apostle,
bias against me, and I'm by myself, and I'm not even doing that. I just thought I might say something, but that's okay. I'm quiet. But you're going to use this as an excuse anyhow. Y'all been doing this for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And if y'all haven't got into the tape yet, how many more hours y'all need?
Exactly. He's sitting here trying to create a new argument. Like, bro, like we actually supposed to be reviewing the actual debate.
and challenge each other on the actual debate footage. Like, what are we talking about? So, Apostle, he's trying to do that so he can get up out of here. I got this only really question that he got to deal with, since he love to talk about L in Semitic languages.
Great,
right?
Start it back up.
Hey, King J, this is interactive, bro. Read what's on. That's the reason I played the footage. Read what's on the screen. This was in a debate. Read what's on the screen and tell me what's the God L. I mean, tell me what's the God. What's the word God and who is it? It's so silent, though. It's so silent. It's silent. All right, this is what I'm talking about. He want to do a debate, but he don't want to actually answer the question from the debate, though. We see what it says right here, proper noun, whatever. Let's get down in here. Let's get down into this a little bit. Like, that's ridiculous. You want to do a debate review, but you don't want to answer a question actually in regard to the debate. You want to try to create some new arguments and stuff and not actually review the debate. You weak, bro. And I knew it. I knew that's what you wanted the whole time. Which is why I told you I'm finna embarrass you still. You don't know Hebrew. I told you we finna play them audios. Now you can run off the panel. It's still gonna get played. So look right here, y'all. Look, I want y'all to pay attention. Very, very, very simple. I want y'all to pay very attention. What does it says right here? Y'all see it on the screen. It says El, proper name. El Barif, Judges 9 and 46. It is the same God that's mentioned in Judges 8 and 33 and in Judges 9 and 4. It is talking about the God Baal. It literally lets you know also, right? Let's get it right here. It literally lets you know it's talking about Baal. Let's go into the actual dictionary. This man took a debate on a Hebrew and he didn't know what he was talking about. And now he's crying because I'm actually trying to review it and get into this information.
You still got time left?
This is the word Baal. This is the definition Baal. It's literally telling you this is the God Baal. Look at it. This is literally the God Baal.
Your 7 minutes over with.
It's time. Look, man. I'm gonna give y'all. Jay, you got this round. I'm gonna give Cassad one more round, give you one more round to respond. And let's get some people up here. Maybe
he went first, right? You know he went first.
That's what I really want to do is just
okay, he did go first, right?
Yeah, he went first.
All right. Okay. So wow.
So this is the last round right here, and then we can get the people.
Yeah, but after you go, he has to go. And then that's
this
it.
is the last round.
This is the last round.
I'm responding to what he just said. Why do we get to go again?
Because you went first.
And then he responded.
No, that's right. But whenever you go,
all the rounds are over. Apostle, all the rounds are over. Then Cassad just went.
Then it's over with. Then it's over. If you went first, you don't get to end it.
Apostle, we were done presenting. Then Apostle,
then it's over with.
Listen, you're not making sense.
I am.
It's either you gonna go or not, or you're just not gonna do it, bro. You're not gonna argue no more.
No one I can talk, brother, because y'all just having a
okay.
Hey, King J, it's either you finna do it or not. You're not finna argue with Apostle no more. You're not finna keep doing it no more. I'm sick of it. It's either you finna go with Apostle or not. Which one?
If you want to go, he has to go last because you went first. That's only order. You went first. He has to finish. So either he's going to finish with that, and we're going to bring people out, or you want to go, and then he has to respond.
Well, because you know what? At this point, I'm tired of the unfairness. So just bring people up.
Ain't no unfairness here, man.
Bring people up.
There is no unfairness.
Let's just bring people up. I know you feel like that, but we can.
No, when anybody go back over this,
if I feel like that, then that's how I feel.
If anybody,
you can't tell me how I feel, Apostle. You can't tell me.
Apostle, go ahead, drop the link, man. This is.
You can't tell me how you made me feel, brother.
Hey, they all saying you crying and shit, man.
Nah,
They telling you fight back. You love the chat, right? They telling you crying, fight back.
You got a Hebrew controlling.
They telling you you crying, and they telling you crying, fight back. Come on.
Every time I go on Sinetta, there's a Kemet guy against a Hebrew. Every time. What the hell?
Why are you taking so long to drop the link?
Because it takes long to drop the link. That's why.
Okay.
Is you gonna address my question on Baal? Yes or no?
I'm trying to get my 7 minutes in.
It ain't a 7-minute question. It's a question.
You just did a whole 7-minute presentation about nothing.
It's a question.
There's the link, y'all.
You just said you didn't want your presentation.
Brother,
you just said drop the thing.
Brother.
There's the link.
If I can't get a fair shake at talking, I don't want to talk about nothing.
Bro, he literally offered you the time. You said I'm gonna just drop the link because you didn't want me to respond. So answer my question.
I'm not finna
answer
go back
my question.
with nothing with you with Apostle moderating nothing.
Well, that's fine. You know who else said the same thing?
I don't care.
The dude, the cat that called himself the Holy Ghost. But after it was reviewed, it was determined that not only did he lose, he's a big crybaby.
Hey, Apostle, he don't want to answer my question. Show my screen, please, man.
You ain't dropping the link.
Try to get me mixed up in it intentionally.
That's crazy.
Hey, Apostle, he ain't want to answer my question. Can you share my screen, please?
Okay.
Now, see, he didn't actually want to do a debate.
We didn't got beat up.
Hold on. Who's us? Who is this? Oh, Zion. What's up, Zion?
Peace. I ain't trying to get in the middle of it. Let them continue to bang out.
No, I got to put a stop to it right now. The case has been shown. People can make their own minds up. And they can even come up here and bang on me, say I was biased. I don't care, because I wasn't.
You wasn't biased. I beat that boy up.
But go ahead.
Apostle, you notice he didn't want to answer my question about Baal and El. Can you share my screen?
Zion, on what points do you think that Cassad won on?
Hold on.
I presented to Zion. I presented the Mount Ebal argument.
Hey,
Cassad, why you see this? This is what I'm talking about. I'm asking the brother.
Bro, I literally asked Apostle to share my screen. I was talking, and then you try to say Zion.
I'm gonna mute out and let y'all have y'all conversation.
This is a face-off, right?
No, Zion. We already had a debate. We're supposed to be reviewing the debate. He's trying to debate me with new information that he didn't bring up in the debate.
Clearly a screaming match between Cassad and Apostle.
That's called an appeal.
So I'm gonna jump off in a minute.
Once again, can you please share my screen? He didn't want to answer my question concerning the debate.
People on the panel without Cassad filibuster, and I'm gonna just jump off.
Bro, nobody's listening to you cry no more, bro. You've been crying the whole time.
With Zion. And then you're filibustering. So if it's gonna be that, I'll just jump off.
I'm paying King James don't mind.
I already showed enough. I already showed enough.
Apostle.
There's you not sharing anything.
Apostle, I need you to mute the mic. I need you to mute the panel real quick, please. I need you to mute everybody.
I'll jump off real quick. Cassad talk to himself.
Yeah, jump off and run.
Cassad,
I'm not finna sit here arguing.
I'm not sharing anything.
Okay, Elder. Okay. So let me say something real quick. What King J thought he was finna do is he thought he was finna get up here, pick 3 points out of the debate that he thought was a strong point that he thought I lost in, and that was gonna be the debate review. No. We actually finna get up here and review this debate. We actually finna get up here and see what he said versus what I said. What he just tried to do is not a debate review. Was that a debate review?
No.
That's called an appeal.
That's called a rebate.
He's appealing. He's trying to appeal, bro. Like you just said.
That's called a debate rebate.
He's trying to re-debate.
Re-debate it. You can't do that, man.
Thank you. He's trying to re-debate. I told you he didn't want to do a debate review. Didn't I say he's going to get up here and try to re-debate me on the information?
Right.
And he still didn't have all his boxes in the crayon. Because guess what? It's a fishing net. Prove it's a fishing net. It does not have nothing on there that it contains what a fishing net would have.
But you sit here trying to.
Hold on for a second. Troy Porter. The reason why Cassad gets the last word, because King J got the first word. Whoever speaks first, the opponent speaks last. In every situation, there's always a response to the response. You speak, I speak. You speak, I speak. You speak, I speak.
And it has to end on the.
It has to end on the person that spoke last.
Right.
Or second. It cannot end with the person who spoke first.
Because then it's unless you're in court, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The prosecutor gets 2 closing arguments.
Right.
But this ain't
court.
Hey, you know what? Let's because I told you I was gonna expose him. Let's get into this, man. Because if you let me Zion, while you up here, let's get into this, man.
No, it wasn't part 2. It wasn't part 2. It was a review of a debate. A review of a debate that's already happened, that he's already been determined to be the loser. As in fact, the last 3 debates he had, he lost all 3. He hasn't won one debate.
I respect King J. Here's the deal. King J can bring up, see, this is how you do it, how I would do it. I'm not saying, how anyone else would do it, but if I had a point that I missed, that I did not argue, and I lost a debate, I would just literally say, I should have said this, or I should have said that. But I'm not going to try to re-argue the debate. You understand what I'm saying? That's filing an appeal. That's you're appealing now. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, it's not really, if we're reviewing the debate, then just say, I should have said this, that, and the other. He wouldn't have had nothing to argue with that. And then now you're arguing a whole nother point that maybe, you know what I'm saying, that didn't come out in the debate. But just
thank you.
Be a good sport. Be a good sport and just, you know what I'm saying, take the L with grace and just freaking daggone say, you know what, he wouldn't have been able to deal with this if I brought this out. Okay. Sometimes we have a whole bunch of slides and we don't get to every part of the argument in our debates. You know what I'm saying? And we miss some parts. I've done it. You know what I'm saying?
Like wisdom, I'm not following. I don't know what King J wanted. Because I don't know what's on his mind.
Can I please speak? Go
ahead, brother.
Can I please speak? Apostle, can you share my screen as well?
Bro, I'm a Rastafari Harris. Harris, why you always?
Come on, Zion, bro. You gotta ignore that man. Let me get in real quick. Let me get in here real quick, bro. So I actually showed the debate footage. He got up here thinking that he was finna have a part 2 in the debate. You hear, this round. I just need a round. I need to go ahead and bust this. That's not what this is. This was finna be. And I knew that's what he wanted the whole time. But now that we actually time to review the debate, I gave him his 3 little knots that he want. Now let's actually review the debate. He didn't want to do that part. Notice when I shared my screen, I asked him on a question about how he didn't want to get into that part. Oh, Mark, you're holding the mic. Bro, when are we going to actually review the debate? You sitting here trying to re-debate. Now, of course, my video, this is King J. The man spammed for damn near 24 hours straight. Making video. Look, y'all. Look. King J don't even post videos on his channel. This man went to go post videos he's trying to debate me over here on how he won. Y'all see this? This is King J channel. He don't even post videos. He went and did this to try to debate me over here to make the claim that he won. Because you didn't respond to nothing in the fucking debate. So he spammed me for fucking however long. He didn't drop 100 different comments.
Language.
I'm sorry. He didn't spam me, dropped 100 different comments. You know what I said, hey, bro, you want to review the debate so bad? Let's review the debate. Look, notice the things that he thought he had, he dropped in the comment.
already. He not bringing nothing new. Melchizedek, da 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 da. Where is this at in the debate? And notice, y'all love us talk about scholarship and all that. Now, one time did he actually bring scholarship in this refutation? The one thing he brought scholarship on was the Mount Ebal, and it wasn't complete. When we got here to this, the Yahweh and the Yahweh inscription in Sinai, the Sinai Peninsula, he didn't bring a scholar. He didn't bring a scholar. In the debate, he said, "I'm off the dome with this." What is we talking about?
Wait, oh wow.
We off the dome in a debate. What that was a poor attempt to try to gain some credibility back because you did horrible in a debate. Now, he ran from this. You see my screen, Apostle? He ran from this, and everyone ran from this. This is the literally the God Baal. Look at it. Y'all see it? Is this not the God Baal?
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Lord, yeah. But that
now look, I want you to pay attention. What does it says? With the attributive, Lord of Covenant, this is telling you what is all of it synonymous with. Notice, what's the translation right here? El Barith. They're literally calling Baal El. Now, y'all notice what this says? Baal-zebub. I want y'all to quickly Google who Baal-zebub is. Y'all know who Baal-zebub is?
the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who is that? What is he equivalent to?
Hasatan, Abel.
No. In Canaan, what is he equivalent to?
Yeah, Canaanite deity.
But what deity?
Oh man, God, Marduk. Wait a minute, let me see.
Baal.
Yeah, that's what I said. Baal.
It's still Baal. It's the Canaanite god Baal. So why in Judges 9:46 is Baal being called El as a personal name if El isn't a common Semitic noun? I'll wait.
Right. That's
I'll wait.
Also referred to as Hasatan.
Hold on, let's flip this screen because hold on, y'all see right here, Baal-zebub is associated with the Canaanite god Baal. So literally the scripture, let's go back into the Hebrew and into the scriptures. Is literally telling you Baal is being called El.
Right. Baal, yeah.
This deity here that's being called El, that is El. And look, what does it say, a proper name or does it say a common noun?
Con.
Now let's get back into this. Let's get back into this debate footage. Because you know he argued with me in the debate footage on this, right? This is why I told you he didn't want to actually review the debate. He wanted to re-debate. No, but we actually here to review the debate footage. Let's get into that.
Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, no, the L is used commonly as a common noun. Yeah, like a title.
Cassad, can I get some other people in?
Yeah, go ahead. You can grab somebody in while I'm grabbing it, while I'm pulling.
Yeah, Zion been talking. John Doe.
What's going on, folks? What's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, shout out to Apostle, man. This was entertaining. You know, Apostle, every time I come on here, I tell you my elder, bro. I love what you do. You did a good job tonight, bro. Shout out to Cassad. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Yeah, shout out to, he did his thing tonight too, man. I won't be long. But King J, man, the brother, he let me down tonight. He let me down. I see him on other platforms and he be hitting with on points. And I'm like, okay, this brother might have something, man. But I watched a little bit of the debate, but then I watched almost the whole thing tonight, man. And every point that he brought up, man, Chasaad, he cut him down, man. He cut him down on the L. He cut him down on the Melchizedek. He cut him down on the other thing that you brought up with it looked like a map without red lines going through it. And I don't know what that is. Y'all more thorough with it than me. But man, you cut him down, bro. You did your thing tonight, man. King J, man, he got knocked out tonight. He let me down, man. But it is what it is, man. You win some, you lose some. But he got knocked out tonight, bro. You did a good job, man. Shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out to Apostle.
Words, man. Thanks for sharing.
And then Apostle, like you said, man, you said something important. You remember when Chief X and God Energy went at it, and Chief X ran off the platform, and you held Sinetta accountable for him running? Yeah. That's the same thing that happened tonight, man. King J, he coughed out. He coughed out, man. Yeah. And he was looking for a cop out. He was looking for a way out. He found his way out and he ran, bro.
He baited the hell out of me. He was looking as hard as he baited the hell out of me. And one minute, he asked me a question, and because I answered the question in a manner he didn't like, he told me I was being biased.
Yeah. And every time anytime Apostle interjected tonight, it was because he was asked a question. Yeah. That's why you interjected. I watched him.
He was out of line, and I was trying to get it back in line.
Exactly. So he coughed out. He coughed out, bro.
Yeah.
He coughed out, man. But other than that, shout out to y'all, bro. Apostle, you did a good job, my elder. And I'm gonna just fall back and listen.
Let me get Francis up in here, man. What's up, Francis?
Good night. So
Apostle,
the argument.
can you put my screen up too? My bad, Jose. My bad. Apostle,
so the argument being presented.
While he's talking, I'll pull it up. Go ahead.
The argument being presented is what El and Baal are not the same deity, and El is just a common phrase used for God in general. Is that the argument that you're making, Cassad? Because I kind of came in late, so I don't want to mischaracterize what you're trying to say.
In the Hebrew, the word El is the common Semitic noun. That's not the actual name of the deity. If the personal name of anyone, right? A personal name is literally it's attributed only to one person. Other deities aren't called Yahweh, right? The fact that they're literally attributing it as a personal name to multiple deities is showing you that it's a common Semitic. That it's the common Semitic noun.
Right.
No other deity is called Yahweh except for Yahweh, because that's his name.
Right. El is the word God, and it means power.
Okay. So but are you sure?
Hold on. Let's play this.
Deity at Shechem. Now stop, because this is where you're not understanding. First of all, Baal literally means Lord. So anytime you say the word Baal, you're saying Lord. They begin to identify the god Hadad as Baal. So when you start referring to Baal, you're referring to Hadad. His name literally means Baal literally means Lord or Master. So when we get into Baal Berith, notice I'm literally looking at the translation. Baal.
Y'all can hear this, right?
Yeah.
This is literally what I'm actually trying to get into debate review and actually challenge him on something. Like, come on, stand on what you said. Stand on this in the Hebrew. I actually break this down, and he can't do it. Listen.
Of the covenant. Baal here
means Lord.
It always means Lord.
This is how stupid it sounds, bro. Baal means Lord. It always means Lord. Whether it's in using the common noun or is it actually in reference to the Canaanite deity Baal, it's always Lord. Actually address him being called El.
Right.
So then, is it true at any point in the culture El and Yahweh became syncretized as the same deity?
I don't use that term Yahweh, but go ahead.
No, that's a theory.
Yeah.
Jose?
Right. See, and that whole thing, association, that's why the Greeks refer to us as Israel. But when has an I not been a long vowel? Why isn't it Israel? What makes it Israel? That lets you know something's wrong with the word. Because they want to take a Masoretic text, a metrics lectionis text of Ish, which means man, Ra, which means head, El, God. So the head of man is God. That's what the Greeks, when they say Israel, Ish, man, Ra, head, is God, El. That's where that word comes from. But understand, that's not proper Hebrew.
Hey, Apostle, can you see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
I also got the Dead Sea Scrolls up on the screen while King J was talking. I wish he would have stayed. Like, you don't understand the actual review that we actually was supposed to do. Like, y'all don't actually understand how bad he was finna get exposed, but he knew to never actually want to review the debate. He tried to make a claim in the Dead Sea Scrolls of the Virgin of El and da. This talking about these supposed to be talking about the Canaanite gods and da. Really? So
the word Israel, Keon.
Hold on. So can gods die in the Bible? Remember, I already asked him that. Melchizedek. Can Melchizedek die? Yeah. Can gods die in the Bible?
Yeah. Good. Right. Good question.
Can gods? This is the question to the panel. Can gods die in the Bible?
They shouldn't be able to.
No.
They can't. They don't. They don't die in the Bible.
Yes, but to me,
it was a simple yes or no because it was a point to be proven. We have the Dead Sea Scrolls in here. Why is it talking about the sons of God dying and they got to get revenge and da? If it's talking about heavenly beings, if it's talking about the other entities and the other deities that resides over the nations, if it's talking about the angels, he knew to run from this. He knew to run.
But Cassad, is it not true that Yahweh and El were deities that went back to what you would call pagan times? That these were not strictly biblical deities, they were adopted from earlier culture? Is that not true?
Time out. What do you mean that Yahweh is from pagan?
What I'm saying is.
Hold on, no. Explain. Can you just explain to me what do you mean by that?
What I'm saying is
also Apostle.
What I'm saying is they go back before biblical times. They're not strictly biblical deities. There would have been records of them before the Bible. They're not biblical deities specifically. They're deities that come from the culture that were adopted when people converted to Judaism and Christianity. Is that not correct?
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Are you sure?
Who are you talking about? People converted to Israel.
What I'm saying is, when you look at a term like Yahweh, that's a term that goes back to ancient Kemet. So it's a pre-biblical deity.
What? Wait, no. You're not gonna make up some. You're not gonna make up some crazy like that. You're not gonna do it. So
I've never heard of Yahweh being in Kemet.
Yeah, not no Kemet.
Shashu of Yahweh.
Huh?
That is the Shashu of Yahweh. That is a
That's a particular people living in Egypt.
Right.
They're not even supposed to be. Look, you're not. Hold on. You're not. Hold on. Pause. Hold on.
That's not a deity.
Hold on.
Yes.
That's a group of people living in Kemet.
So who was Yahweh in that? And they called them the Shashu of Yahweh. Yahweh.
But that, I don't know. I don't use the word or the terminology Yahweh.
I understand.
That's a misnomer.
Right, but what I'm saying is it says the Shashu of Yahweh, and Yahweh is a deity.
Well, like I say, that's a misnomer.
Okay.
It's a misinterpolation.
I understand you, but whatever the name is, it existed before the Bible, according to that reference. That's a pre.
I don't think so. Just because it exists before the Bible, that doesn't mean it existed before Israel.
Right, it's a fallacy of equivocation.
But basically,
Well,
what
it's
he's
a
trying to
pre-biblical
do.
deity is
Hold
what I'm
on, hold
saying.
on. Basically,
It's a
what he's trying to do is remove. What he's trying to do is remove the biblical narrative from Yahweh and then give us his own version of history to the story of Yahweh. What he's going to say is Yahweh is a pre-biblical God, so we got to go with some form of what history he wants to be like. Yeah, this is the true history of Yahweh. I know that's where you headed. I know that's where you
I'm
headed.
not heading anywhere.
I know that's where you headed.
I'm pointing out that Yahweh is a pre.
The thing is,
it's a fallacy of equivocation.
The oral records of the Torah existed thousands of years before it was penned by Moses.
That's not my argument. I said Yahweh is a pre-biblical
So what
deity.
I'm
That's
saying
what I
is orally the stories existed. Orally.
That makes him a pre-biblical deity, Apostle.
What?
That makes him a pre-biblical deity. The Bible didn't exist at the time.
No. The Bible it existed orally.
That's not a Bible, brother. A Bible is a book. A Bible must be written.
I'm talking about what became known as the Bible.
Right.
All right. Can we?
The Bible.
Well, then he is a pre-biblical deity.
So can we
get back to this, please? Go ahead, Zion. Go ahead, Zion.
Okay, so I was just going to say really quickly. What ends up happening is that we get phonetics and etymological words that were shared, and we start trying to make them equivalent, right? So just like they say L, you use the word L, that's L. You worship El Elyon. Or you worship and Baal actually means throne and Lord, but that doesn't necessarily mean every time you see the word that it's referring to actually the God or the you know what I'm saying, the God of. So it would be like saying, okay, so we know that there's a word rock, right? We know rocks, you know what I'm saying, what rocks are, but you're gonna then equivocate rock with the 1,000 years later, you're gonna say, oh, Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Rocky Balboa are the same person, and they're all the same God. That's what we're doing here, and that's what you can't do. That's ridiculous. The fact of the matter is that because people have the same phonetic etymological words and they use them differently, does not mean that they actually had the same origin in their. And so Summer had an El Elyon, and somebody else had an L or Beelzebub, you know what I'm saying, or what have you. You're not going to make them all the same person. And if you do that, that's called a fallacy of equivocation. That's called it's a fallacy. Hold on, brother. It's called bridle your tongue for a second. I was about to end, bro. It's basically what do you call a broad generalization fallacy. Understanding that the languages and people shared certain contexts and certain words that were the same doesn't mean that they use them the same. And that they were the same deities or the same gods or the same. When you do that, it's actually a horrible argument. It means you really don't understand, you know what I'm saying, like the context in which different cultures and different peoples use the same. And even though they shared similar linguistics and etymological words. And that's all I'm saying.
Well, Zion, the fact that they share cognates means that there is some cultural link between all of the cultures. It's not just a coincidence. There's some link between.
But it doesn't mean they use.
That is an argument that I think people are trying to make.
It does not mean that they use them in the same context or to define the same deities of persons.
That may be a valid point, but when people say that the original Israelites were Canaanites, that is a valid historical point.
That's not a valid historical point.
Why not?
Because we were never Canaanites. We came to Canaan while they possessed it.
Right.
How can we come to a land that they possess and we be the people?
You know why? Because your fellow Hebrew Israelites like to say you are what your father is.
That ain't got nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'm making a general argument when we come to Hebrew Israelites.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can't make a general argument like that, man.
Well, of course I can, because I don't know every Hebrew Israelite personally. So
you can't make that argument.
Right, but most Hebrew Israelite groups that you deal with are going to make that statement: "You are what your father is," And if they're saying that, they can't back off now all of a sudden and say they're not Canaanites. Because if your father was a Canaanite, that is what you are.
Then that would have been what we are. But most of us, as a whole, our fathers were Israelites.
How do you know that,
Apostle? The same way we know here in America, our fathers were Black Americans and not white folk.
My father was,
we know. Did a few white folk become our fathers? Yes. But more than we ourselves? No. To the point of changing us. Did that change the African American in America because some Black women laid or got raped by some white man? No, you don't say, oh, so therefore the African American is not Black because that happened to them. You don't say that.
But I'm explaining to you,
Can I
Apostle,
get,
it's not,
please, hold on, Jose, hold on. Can I please get back in here because what I think is what I think is what is being missed is I heard Jose Francis in his point. Let me stop sharing this and share this instead. Let me share this instead. Because I don't think this, and this is why he didn't want to actually review the debate. Let's actually get into this, brother Jose Francis. And I'm not trying to take a shot at you, but I'm just saying this is why he did not want to get into the debate. Share my screen, Apostle, into the actual debate review. So we keep talking about there's a cognate and these other cultures is related and brother. In the debate was on my screen. This is what I share in the debate. Can you share my screen, Apostle? Thank you. This is what I show in the debate. Remember, I was trying to get the footage up, and I was like, "This is what he don't want to address." Brother, they're literally telling you in these sources, the God El is not present. They have the word El. The fact that they're trying to force the God El into these other cultures shows that they're trying to redo history. When they actually go into these documents, El is not amongst the rest of the gods. So when we get here, he says, examination of the Theophorus element in the Amorite onomasticon show that in the element El cannot represent the god El even in that tradition. It tells you that it literally is in the text. The word El is there. And this is why I keep asking you. Y'all keep trying to do this with Hebrew, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for none of these other cultures. It says the most frequent uses attested gods in the PNN are Haddah and Dagon. Right? Now let's go down a little bit. It says this. El, however, does not appear in any Amorite pantheon. Now, I want you to understand something, brother. I want you to understand something before I play. I want you to understand something. This is King J. Listen, I told you this is the same debate that after the debate he agreed with me. Listen,
you are correct in saying the earliest accounts in those pantheons don't show the deity El.
The source is on the screen. In the source, this is the source that was on that he was trying to fight me on in the debate. He's agreeing to it after the debate. So there is no more. You keep on trying to put El into these cultures. This nigga is a phony. Listen.
They don't. So when they're saying the Ebla tablets and they're speaking about those deities, I mean, those pantheons, they predate the use.
Hold on. Because y'all think I'm playing. I pressed him on this. This is what I'm telling you. Let's do an actual debate review. I pressed him on this, and he had to, and he copped out. Like, listen, bro.
Yeah, so telling you, but this kills your argument. Is illegal or whatever the fuck it is. It's the same word. Yeah, it's a whole different.
King J.
Hold on. He said they're correct. Hold on.
They're correct. So I know they're correct. Yeah. So
I know that's me. I know they're correct. He's still like he tried to get over here in front, bro. Like, come on, hold on. It's not done.
But this kills your argument. the argument, because now we are establishing in the deity El. Now going forward, we have this deity El, and we will see this used as the head of the pantheon going forward. We don't.
Okay.
And you can't say I didn't let him talk. Listen, I said, okay, now let me hit you with something that you don't know about. Listen.
Pause real quick. Go ahead. Is the people that's on the panel still listening?
Hold on, let me zone for a little bit.
No, but that's the whole. Your argument is that there is no deity El in the Hebrew pantheon. So there is.
No, it isn't.
This doesn't say that. This is given 3,000.
Hold on.
I had to tell the other dude, hold on, because he cut in and said King J was wrong. Listen.
Okay. The article I'm reading from, this is by the same scholar that did the other article.
This is why I'm telling you.
Just hold on. I'm trying to make a point so we can understand something real quick. So, Cassad Ebla, there is no L, right? This is done by
as a deity in the pantheon. No, it doesn't seem to be.
Okay, but we do have the word. Yeah, no. I already said that. I said that. It's the word for God. But there isn't a deity named El in a cat or Ebla.
It doesn't seem to be until the Ugarit.
No. Hold on. Okay, so now we get to Ugarit. Ugarit has a guy named El.
Listen to this walk down.
Yes. Okay, is not Amorite contemporary with Ugarit?
Yes.
You heard his answer, yes.
Okay, why do not the Amorites have a god named El?
Well, at that time period, you have the kingdom of Mari, you have the Yamhad kingdom, then you have Ugarit underneath it.
What does that have to do with El? Why we don't see El in Amorite?
Asking about Hadad.
See, he got walked down so smooth and he didn't even know it. He said the Amorites in the Ugarit is contemporary. Why we don't see El in Amorite at all? Why we don't see El at all in Amorite? If all these cultures are branching off from Ugarit, he didn't even know he got walked down. And you know what's crazy? He keep talking about Israel. Israel is also contemporary with Ugarit. Y'all know that, right? Ugarit text is 1200 BCE. It's late Bronze Age. Israel is around. They're not a child of Ugarit. Like, that's ridiculous.
That's wild, B. That's wild, B.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You know, it's terrible.
I think Brother John.
I don't know how else. I mean, what else to say about it, man? It's like
pull up. You got pull up my screen again.
I think Brother John Doe wanted to chime in real quick. He's got to.
Yeah. Let me get
in. Yeah. You can chime in. I'll go ahead real quick.
Go ahead, John Doe.
What's going on, man? Hey, that was nice. That was another nice breakdown. I told you had them from the jump. That's nice. Excellent breakdown. But I wanted to chime in on Brother Zion and Brother Jose. Both of what you guys said is true. Okay, check this out. This is why I think that, and what I want to do, I want to merge in the conscious community. I want to merge the gap between Kemetic and Cometians and Israelites, because there really ain't no difference between the two. Okay?
John, hold on.
Hold on. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I was getting excited. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Okay. You want to go?
Brother, there is definitely a historical connection. But in But in 2026, there's a big philosophical difference.
In 2026, bro, it doesn't change between back then. Back then matters more than 2026. We in the new age in 2026, we're making a differential. But if you agree that back in the day that there is some kind of connection, then there is a connection, brother.
Let me tell you something. The people who they are, who the Israelites are claiming descendancy from by the time, which is broadly known as is actually the Amu people. These are the people that were bitter enemies to ancient Kemet. They didn't like them because they saw them as untrustworthy and sneaky individuals who they invited in, helped them during their time of need, and they took over.
All right, hold on. Hey, no disrespect. Hold on.
If you
No
read the
disrespect.
Camus
This ain't a Kemet. This ain't a Kemet. This ain't a Kemet.
I know I was going to stir up the pot. I know I was
This
going to
ain't a
stir up the pot.
Kemet. I'm trying to get back into actual debate review. No disrespect. I'm sorry. I truly mean no disrespect. But
sorry.
But I really don't want this to go too far because I'm actually trying to get people a little bit of what they actually came to see, or actual review of the actual information.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because we going on 3 hours and we finna shut it down. So I'm trying to quickly give the people a little bit actually of the debate review that we was actually supposed to give them. So let me if y'all just give me like 10 minutes, rock out, then we can go around and we can close out.
Right. Give them the cereal with the powdered milk, canned milk.
All right, another day. I'll do it another day then. Because I was going somewhere with this because last night I went on Ankh channel and I posed a question and a lot of people agreed with me. I wanted to do it here to see if I get the same response. But go ahead, brother, do your thing, man. I'll do it another day.
All right.
Ball.
Can y'all hear that? Right? Y'all hear the audio?
Yes. Transliteration is
all right. Listen,
Lord, not God. It's Lord.
Bro, Baal is his actual.
Listen. It's Lord of the covenant in this instance.
King J.
And just like you asked yesterday, what about when it says it's Baal Barit and El Barit, right?
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The guy don't know what he talking about, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let me share this tab instead. Y'all see this the switch? He's talking about some El Barit, Baal Barit. Look. Y'all see it literally the guy Barith, right? Y'all literally see it right here. Let's go into this. This is literally the Hebrew word that is translated as God, right? So you can't make this up. This is the same word that literally is applied to the Most High God Yahweh. When we go down here, let's go down into the different ways it's used and broken down. We go down here. Y'all see my screen where it says the 4, like the cross with the 4. Right. My screen. It says El, proper name, El Barith, Judges 9 and 46. Notice in 9 and 46 it says El Barith. It's literally telling you it is equivalent to Judges 8 and 33, where guess what it says? It says they went whoring after Baalim and after and made Baal Barith their god. Judges 9 and 4. It literally says again, and they went and it says they gave him 70 pieces of silver out of the house of Baal Barith. Right? When we get into that word Baal, right? I already showed this. I'm just showing it, bringing it back again to show y'all he's ducking the question and he can't answer the question because he doesn't understand Hebrew. Y'all see, it's Baal. This is the noun. You see, it says proper name. Y'all, you see what it says? It's telling you what it's going into, right? That the part that's Baal. Let's get there. Baal is going into the meaning of it, right? Let's get down here a little bit. Show all. You see, it says with the attributive, right? It's telling you it's the Philistine god Baal-zebub, the lord of the flies, right? They telling you who the god is. So when we see that connection and we see, it's telling you it's the lord of the flies, man. It's the Philistine god, man. It's telling you it's Baal, right? And then you simply ask him the question, why is it calling him El then? And why is it not only calling him El, why is it calling him El as a proper name? Right. El is not translated as a common Semitic noun. It's literally telling you El is the proper name. You know what he did? You know what he answered to me? His answer was Google. His answer was Google. Share my screen. Share my screen. Y'all see this, right? Look.
Northwest Semitic languages, both.
Y'all hear the audio, right?
and Hebrew as
Yeah.
both common noun.
Y'all hear it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we could hear it.
Names.
What's
or
on the
titles for
screen?
the supreme deity of the pantheon. So, in particular, Elion.
What's on the screen, y'all? Is that a
ball.
source?
Not
Is that
called
Google?
Right.
Is that Google or is that a source? I told y'all his whole debate, he debated me with Google. His whole debate, he debated me with Google. Look, Ben Eden just in here hating on it. King J, just leave the conversation alone. You making Cassad look like a genius. Yeah. Ben Eden just in there just hating on it. Come on, bro. Just accept it, bro.
He used
The man whole round to look. Let's listen to this man round.
So I'll give you an example of the 70 sons, right? Any one of those nations, to those nations, their God is the Elion. Elion, that's the epitaph. Most High God, El Shaddai, epitaph, Elion, everlasting God. In these cases, it can be understood as God with a capital G.
Bro, the whole time he reading Google. Now look at the comment that's on the screen. It says, no, Baal was not called El. They were two distinct, closely related major deities in the Canaanite pantheon. Exact problem. We're talking about in the Hebrew language. We're talking about in the Hebrew. Hebrew and Ugaritic is not directly related. They don't come from each other. So you keep talking about in the Canaanite and Ugaritic, that has nothing to do with Hebrew. Why in the Hebrew text is Baal being called El if El is supposed to be a proper name to some deity? You can't do that with proper names. And once again, no scholarship. This man is reading Google.
All right, y'all. We got 3 hours in.
The word El also appears in many theophoric names.
My bad.
Yeah, no. We got 3 hours in. We got a good conversation. We're going to go around. I want everybody to make their closing statement with Cassad ending it. Going last. Let's start with Zion in that order.
Yeah, if King J came with that kind of sources, and I already agree with where Cassad is coming from. You know what I'm saying? And he basically came with the powder milk, the canned milk, no milk, gelid, no gelid. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Yo, King J, man, you can't do that, man. And I wish he would have stayed around just a little bit longer, but you can't re-argue the debate. You know what I'm saying? You can't, appeal right now. But yeah, you know what I mean? Big shout out to Cassad. I think it was clean. You know what I mean? I think it was clean. You know what I mean? And I land.
All right. Who we got next? Who is that there? John Doe.
What's happening, man? Again, man, good. It was a good discussion. I appreciate y'all letting me on. Shout out to Apostle. Shout out to Cassad, Zion, Jose. Shout out to y'all brothers. I wish I could have been last. It was one thing I just wanted to mention, man, and because this deep, but I just wanted to say that, and I'm gonna just leave it at this: is that, man, if you look into it, bro, it really ain't no difference between Kemetic and the Hebrew Israelites, bro. It ain't no difference, bro. Even Jabari said that they wrote the Bible. The Bible came from the pyramids. So if the Bible came from the pyramids, Apostle, when they come at you, elder, saying that, oh, you're dealing with spookism, you can turn around and say Kemetic is spookism just as much as Israelites and Hebrews, bro. Both of them are spooky, if that's the case. If we came from y'all, we got our information from you guys, but I'll leave it as that. That's another day. And I'll bring that up another day, bro. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Francis, what say you?
Everyone, I would love to see Cassad come on and do a part 2 where I didn't see the full thing, but I think he should come on and do a part 2 and get more into the and maybe I think he should just do a part 2 Apostle and break it down a little more outside of the debate. Just do more of his understanding of the language. outside of the debate and do a part 2, and then let everyone come in and comment on what he's saying. I would love to see him do that.
Yeah, maybe that's what he should have did today, tonight. But I guess he didn't want to come on without giving King J a chance to respond. But he might have to just come on and present his side, and then let King J come on afterwards. And then King J can do the same thing. He can come on and present his side. But I don't know if it's going to work out with them together.
But what I'm suggesting, what I'm suggesting is he should just come on and break down his understanding of the language outside of the debate, not focus on the debate and just do a linguistic presentation and let everyone respond.
Right.
And then maybe he could do another part dealing with the debate again. But I think in between that, he should break down his understanding of the language to make it clearer where he's coming from linguistically. Then we can get back into the debate, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's something that needs to be clarified, I think.
All right. Thank you there, brother. We appreciate that. Cassad, come on, man. Close us out.
Yeah, y'all still see my screen up, right?
Yeah.
I just want y'all to pay attention to something. I'm finna click through the debate because we was actually really supposed to do a debate review. So I just want y'all. I'm not gonna play the audio, but I'm just finna click through the debate while it's on King J round. So I want y'all to pay attention to the screen. It's still in his round. We still on Google. It's still in his round. We still on Google. Still in his round. We still on Google. Still in his round. I didn't click it. We didn't win in a couple minutes. We still on Google. This is my stuff. This isn't his round. This is my round. This is all my round. This is all my round. Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Let me go back a little bit. This is all my stuff. So as you can see, look, like about his entire rebuttal from 126 until 141 was all Google. His entire round was all Google. Like, make that make sense. Okay, let me show y'all his third round. Let me show y'all his third round. Let me show y'all his third round. But he won. The man didn't leave Google the whole time. The man didn't leave Google the whole time, but he won. Like I said, I told y'all, the man responded, I'm coming off the head. Let's be serious, right? So I'm gonna say this in closing. This was really, I was really supposed to go on and really just review the debate and point out, like, bro, you didn't respond to nothing, like actual debate review. I knew he wanted to come on and try to debate me again. We could tell. You could tell you want to try to debate again. Look at all of the 50 comments he left in the chat. Right? The man didn't spam me to half to death. So I said, I'm gonna give a man a chance to run his mouth. Let's see if he actually gonna bring up something in the debate, and did absolutely none of that. Like I told you, it's sad. These niggas sit up here and try to re-debate after they lost because they couldn't get the job done when it was in front of them, and this is a clear example. And that's why you just got up here and got clowned with everybody in the chat saying you crying, you run, you ran, and you lost. That's what happens when you a crybaby. And you talking about some respond and do a part 2. Listen. Like I said, King J and them don't get no more energy. Listen to me. This was a complete waste of my damn time. I shouldn't even did this stream. King J shouldn't even got this energy. He don't get another response. He's a clown. Just like the other one. Don't get no more response. Don't get no more response to comments, nothing. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Shout out to everyone that came, man. All praise to the Most High God. I'm sad. I'm sad it wasn't as productive as it should have been because he wanted to cry and he wanted to try to re-debate. But maybe Apostle will watch the debate live again one time. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps I will.
But
and then you do my own commentary on it.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you at the Apostle. I'm gonna call you real quick, Elder. But hey, shout out to everyone. Peace and blessings, man. Shalom.
All right. Take care. God bless you, man, and shalom to you and to all the guests tonight, to the chat. I'd like to thank y'all for coming by. A couple of things I want to show you. We got this coming up on the 28th, right? Y'all make sure you get your tickets. It's going to be a hot one. I'm letting you know. Right up now, I'm letting you know. Okay? I'm putting the children, the animals, and the grandmas and grandpas to bed. This is going to be explicit, explosive, and diabolical. They always talk about God and evil. Y'all gonna call what I'm about to do to Morpheus is gonna be evil. Can't wait. Can't wait. Y'all got that? Okay, then come Sunday, join 2 p.m. sharp. 2 p.m. sharp. Join the interview. I'm going to say the interview of the year. Okay? Y'all keep cutting me short. All right? Acting like the only thing I know is about Bible. I know Bible, but I know other things too. All right? Well rehearsed in historical, astronomical, galactical information. So we're going to talk about the Moors, ancient Egypt, the Hebrew Israelites, Yasharallah, even Islam and Kemet. Little bit of Islam, little bit of Israel, maybe even a little bit of Christianity. Hey, all subjects are open. I'm going to sit down with the elder professor and see how much wisdom I can extract from my dear brother, Elder Professor Smalls. Nothing but respect. Looking forward to, let me see, Easy Bands, Sekou, coming up. Easy Bands and Brother Sekou. It's all coming up on the deck, y'all. That's what we got going on over here at HOK. We got all of this going on over here at HOK. April 12th. But we also got BAM on April 4th. BAM. April 4th. God Energy. Accepting the challenge from Chief X. The legendary pseudo kill the pseudo champ. Chief X. Chief X. Y'all see that? All that coming up soon. All right? All of that coming up soon. We got great things coming up, y'all. Great things coming up. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. We got great things coming up. Set a bomb on it. Throw some fire on it. Throw some some Ahch. Fire. Ahch. Fire on this here situation. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We going out. We going out. Boom.
So long it feel like home to me. To keep it real, I keep that chrome near me. Sometimes I feel nobody's home. I bet you ain't expecting this tone. You ain't tripping, it's just all in your bones. Yeah, early dismissal for your songs. I don't want beef, rearrange your tone. And I'm not too proper, I just stop before you home. Put your life on that shit. Leave that shit alone. My mind. Out of my mind, out of my mind all day. And I gotta say it, feeling good to be right back up on the scene. My pistol beam so clean, I call it God's eye. Come back with fits and jeans, so mean I leave them home tied. Pull up with shit was screaming, that bitch was screaming all night. She left her cream up on the seat up on my motorbike. Yeah. Take a picture of the dream and make a satellite. Don't take no picture of the link, cause we be killing mice. 223, cause I've been feeling like I usually roll with M16s, but I've been chilling right. Check my team, they full of beans. I pray the Lord to grant your dreams if you ain't fucking with the team. Tip his bitch up if he fucking with the team. I swear that's what we need. I swear that's what we strive. All you gotta do. Time to set the stage.
All right, wanted to back up off that language a little bit there, y'all.
You ain't never like the boom with the bright sauce. Hail Mary, they despise what the light brought. Let them roach niggas bleed if they can't see. Side of the TV, what you can't be. They say that murder on my mind, now they can't breathe. Take a picture of the crew, that's your last peep. Oh, and need me or love, yeah, that's just me. Keep them jumping like some frogs, so they might be leave when the sun set. And they don't really wanna bleed from the gunplay and light mind niggas smoking weed on the one-way street, nigga. Yeah, we see we outside with it. Pull up to debates like we might be with it on guard. Side these niggas like bullshit and they fraud. Let me chop them down with the sword. Walk them down like they little boys. This the toughest you gon' be in, we too hard. And you don't really want that smoke, my G. With B-side net of TV. This the toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Keep that up your lip before you get flipped. We got sauces over here, we don't just spit. Too many bosses over here, y'all just legit. Put them niggas in the game, let them get real. Don't even step unless you come in with that scholarship. That economic tip, gotta make a dollar flip. And I might be next, I don't give a damn, a truth rolling with me, so I'm feeling like the son of man. Too many gon' hate, gotta make a stand. I'm just trying to duck the lake, you don't understand. Read them when I greet them, that's my best plan. Head first shit, I'm just saying. Nigga meet me in LA, oh you just playing. Too many be fake, what the base saying. So I tell them they don't want no smoke before they end up in the newspaper next day. Smoke, this the toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. And this is it right here.
Just another day in the neighborhood. Just another day being Robin Hood. Just another day of doing some good. Just another day of preaching in the hood. Just another day. Oh, have mercy, just another day. That's the only thing I got to say. I thank God for just another day. Yeah, I'm praising my Lord. I'm singing his songs, lifting up his word for just another day. There's no one greater. There's no one better. There's no one lovelier. No one sounder than oh Yahweh. Oh Yahweh. Oh Yahweh. Oh Yahweh. My Lord. Amen. We thank you, God, for what you've done for us and how you kept us this far. I thank you for the forgiveness of sin and the cleansing me of all my iniquity, and have mercy upon me, even as tomorrow dawns another day, as the sun rise and the sun set. One generation come and another generation leave, but yet your word standeth forever. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. All praises. Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Barakatha Salake. Oh, somebody had asked me to show my Gideon Bible. And I just put the books back up on the shelf. So let me look and find my Gideon Bible. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Somebody in the chat asked me, excuse me, not Gideon, my Geneva Bible, excuse me, not Gideon, but my Geneva. That's the Geneva Bible. Dates to 1560 BC. Geneva Bible. So put it back down here so I can put it back on the shelf next time I'm here. All right, so all I ask is that y'all pay attention during the debate. Watch Morpheus do the flip-flopping. Okay, just like tonight, Morpheus said that he ain't got to listen to nobody that thinks he got a Paleo Hebrew Bible, because it don't exist. That's what he said. And after I showed it, he moved the goalposts and said that I said it's the original. That I said the Paleo Bible is the original. No, not the original Bible. The Paleo language is the original language. Not that the translation is original. It's a modern translation. It's just been conducted. The Old Testament. They used the Masoretic text in order to translate it back to the original Paleo. And that's about all the Masoretic text is good for. Okay? It's good for. As far as I'm concerned, I say I don't study the Masoretic text. I don't study it. I study the Paleo text. That's the text I study. Because that's the text of my people. That's the language of my people. The Masoretic text is not the language of my people. No, that's a mixed German, Hebrew, Greek translation. Okay? It is completed with Yiddish words, pronunciation, not Yiddish text, but Yiddish pronunciations. So, no, I'm not doing that now, y'all. So, no, I don't use the Masoretic text. I don't use the Metrics Lectionis. I prefer to use that, but I don't use the Aramaic. I would prefer to use it. It's just that I use. And look, don't let nobody clown you and try to throw you off like that's something strange that I do. No. I think what's strange is for anybody that's of the original Israelite people to speak with a modern voice like that. If you have the opportunity to go back to the language of your ancestors, why not use it? And anybody that try to clown that, HS, house, and you finish the word, because that's what they're acting like. A house in. That's what they're acting like. It's self-hatred. Okay? It's self-hatred. To deny yourself. To be so daggone confused. And I never called Reggie a Hamite. I don't know where he gets that from. I never called Reggie a Hamite. So why would I call Professor Small a Hamite when Professor Small is just like me? I see him the same way I see me. And very possibly might be related. Very possible. More likely than not. Then chew on that, Reggie. Chew on that one. But we shall see. So y'all want to be in the house come Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Okay? 2 o'clock Eastern time. Be in the house. Check out the interview. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for spending time with me. Thanks for tolerating me. I'm even going to thank you that misunderstand me. Because I know when it's all said and done, you will understand me exactly where I'm coming from. Okay? When they get tired and put all this self-hatred down and denial, not realizing that denial is more than a river in Egypt. It persists right between the eyes of a lot of black folk. Denial. Because they're afraid to look at themselves for who they are. They're afraid to see themselves just as they are. Without God or the Lord or Yahweh on my side, I'm but a filthy rag. A tiny, shiny symbol, tingling of brass. Don't mean a thing. Got that gangster ring. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. See you later.